All right, here we go.
Okay.
And we are live here once again at In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I am the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most manly man in all of podcasting, and also the most honest, handsome Jackie Jones, along with my right-hand man, my audio soulmate, and the enforcer of the Headyverse.
1 inch biceps, the power go. Bah! It's kind of funny though. You got the hat on, and it kind of looks like you have like a
wig,
like whenever, yeah, like a wig almost. Whenever you're not like when you're looking head on, kind of looks like a hair helmet, kind of like the dad from Growing Pains.
Yeah, Growing Pains.
What was his name? Thicke. Robin Thicke. His son had.
Yeah.
Alan Thicke.
Cock.
Alan Thicke.
Yeah. So I went and I killed myself a raccoon. Oh yeah, what's your name?
1 inch biceps. There you go.
Killed myself a raccoon, made myself the sweet head of hair.
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
I used to have, this is not my, I used to have a raccoon skin cap I got when I was like 12 from Lake Winnipesaukee. Which came up in a Joe King book, Lake Winnipesaukee. It's interesting. Good thing when you read Stephen King books, all these things pop up about New England, and they're all real places, so it's kind of cool to me. But anyway, Lake Winnipesaukee came up. But anyway, so I used to have a raccoon skin. That was a real raccoon skin cap, and my cat destroyed it. Used to always jump on it and stuff, and one day, it ripped it all apart. But this one I got a few years back when I was in Texas.
Yeah.
And at the time it was too tight on my head. Now it's like big and goes over my ears, keeps my ears warm. I found it in an old luggage.
Oh, excellent.
I thought I'd wear it because I'm very manly. It's a new look here. Got to man people up.
I just wore my in your head hat like I always do.
So I know you're also a fellow man.
And
I'm not here to be like the toxic masculinity man or whatever the fuck the term is, but I don't claim to always be, the Mr. Macho and stuff, but I have a big problem in the world of underwear lately. Is I buy these underwear, and then I go to put, and then I realize they have no fly. I was like, who the fuck wants to wear this shit? And at first, last year, it was like one pair. Then I started getting other pair, so I went to Boston, last minute decision. And so I forgot to pack change of underwear. No problem. I go to Macy's, buy myself a 4-pack of underwear, not thinking anything, hey, these will whatever, do me for the weekend. Boom, put them on, no fly. I read all 4 of them. So what is the deal with men's underwear not having flies? You're a man, you got a dick, you got a penis, you got a cock. And when you urinate, you unzip the pants, you pull it out from the fly, do your business, shake it off, put it back in. But no, now without a fly, you either got to sit down, I guess, I don't know, or you got to unbuckle the whole belt, take it and pull your whole pants down. Fuck all that. I just want to be able to zip, pull it out, do it, put it back in, zip back up, and get the hell out of there. They post this on Facebook, and apparently all these people replying. A lot of guys do sit to pee now. I'm not gonna judge anyone, whatever. And a lot of people just say they want to just pull their whole pants down. And I was like, I don't get it. The one guy said it's too hard to weave your penis through the fly. And I'm just thinking they have like a really small wiener. No offense to that guy, but I don't know. I say I'm a man, and a man should have a fly on their underwear to pull the penis out, do your business, put it back in, and get going.
Well, this is a pretty controversial stance that you're taking right now. But I'm just going to have to say that I do not utilize the fly. I just pull my pants down.
You're not a man either. You're one of these girly boys.
It's been discussed on the show once before that I can actually go to the bathroom without even touching my penis.
I think I think someone who could do that. No offense, maybe you're the exception here, but like their penis doesn't even lay like because it's just like a button. It just like sticks out, just like the tip. So it's not big enough to even like, say, so it's just like boom. It's not big enough to actually just kind of.
No, it lays some, but I mean, it's not like it's like
you get an erection to pee, so it's like boing and it sticks out.
No. But I mean, I guess it's just at the perfect angle where I can just use the restroom without.
I say fuck this. Real men need flies to pull the Johnson out and do your business, put it away. And if someone wants to just pull their whole pants down, whatever they're into, they could still do that with the fly still there. But the fly should be there. I shouldn't have to get.
I'd say you're kind of the minority.
Hole out. You're
probably not. I'd say most men don't use the fly.
I would not agree with that. I would say most. I mean, they got to be. I don't want to get canceled. Very metrosexual men.
Has the response not been like everybody's not using them?
Oh no, not everybody. Just like the real like girly guy, and nothing against them, but yeah, not like masculine men.
So you're trying to sway the results by like imagine if you went up and you're taking a poll whether you were.
Why were they there to begin with? They're there because they're made for men.
Imagine if you were conducting a poll.
Not when men are women.
And he walked up to somebody and said, do you use a fly like a real man or do you use a fly like some girly man?
Well, I mean, how else am I supposed to put it? True. The only way I can understand it is if you got like sweatpants on, because the sweatpants themselves don't have a zipper and you pull the whole thing down. All right, that's fine. But if you had jeans on or any type of pants with a zip with a fly themselves, you unzip, pull it out. Unzip it back up, not unbuckle everything and pull down your old pants. What, you got your ass hanging out? What the fuck?
No, you just kind of pull them down a little bit. You don't put your whole ass on display.
This is exactly like Hauser says, only time you pull your pants down if you're taking the pole. So like you're pulling your whole pants down, like getting ready to.
Are you seriously going to Tazo for defense? I mean,
well, at least he's a man, I think. Dobbs is backing me up.
I'm sure he's a man, but Dobbs just posted a smiley emoji.
That
looks like it's ready. It's the best way I can describe it at the moment.
Taz was like in the hairline.
It does look like you have like
pretty sweet,
big Alan thick head of hair or something.
Yeah, so fucking manly here with flannel and a fly to whip my dick out. So anyway, I'll put that to rest. We're not here to just talk about flies. You're to talk about the wrestling. But I say bring the flies back to underwear. If you're a effeminate man and you want to pull your pants down, that's fine. You can still do it with the fly. But if you're a real man with a penis and you want to use it, then you have to have the fly.
You're skewing the votes here. We need a poll.
Honesty is the best
poll to be put up in your head online. Which one do you use the fly or don't use the fly?
Yeah, I think the majority of men are going to back me up here. Let us know here in the chat, you bunch of bitches, or you men?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't miss it if it's gone, I would say. It's fine if it's not there.
You're too wishy-washy. You low T intro over here.
Come on now. I'm a bald man. I'm not being bald is like
I don't know, you got this rocket
because
head.
you have a lot of testosterone. All your hair falls out in your head. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's offset by your peeing. You just stand on the, what do you go to the urinal, just pull your pants down your knees and just stand there and just pee.
See,
with your hands by your side.
You're very confrontational tonight. I'm just coming on here and I'm trying to tell the truth. And you're attacking me for left and right. Just because the way that I do that to go to the restroom. Meanwhile, Intro looks like he's about to do the do and start using the N-word once he logs onto his Call of Duty game. I don't even play Call of Duty. I haven't played a Call of Duty since part 2. And I don't use the N-word either. Goodness gracious.
You mean you just say the whole word?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. He uses the R word, not the N word.
I did use the R word today. I'm not necessarily proud of it, but I used the R word describing asshole cashier.
I'm not even sure what the R word is. Is it bad? Oh. You mean when Vince his potheads. They go
exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's Riddle. Riddle is the R word. That's why they dropped the first name. Now he's just the R word. Now the gimmick makes sense. They should just call him the R word. Hey, here comes your R word, Riddle. Perfect. I love it. So, yeah, I mean, for some reason, the fucking grocery store was insanely busy. Everyone's buying just cartloads of stuff. I'm standing in line 10 minutes. Yeah. And the next person in line, fucking just waiting, but whatever. And then the Riddle looking guy at the cashier, he's just like, what? I don't fucking know what this guy's saying. He's mumbling to himself like a fucking idiot. And the guy in front of me is like, oh, he says that I'm the last guy he's taking. And I'm like, well, I've been here for 20 minutes. It was probably 10, but I'm here for 20 minutes. And he just mumbled something that was, again, incoherent. And I was like, well, it would be nice to tell someone when they're in line, not after they've been in line for all this time. So then I have to go back in the back of another line and start this whole wait all over again.
Yeah.
And so I didn't call him the R word there. But when I got out to the car, I was talking to my brother, and I was like, "Fucking R word, Riddle over in the cashier, fucking R word looking asshole." And then there was a woman walking by, and she just looked at me with just disdain. It's like, probably go home and pray for my soul.
Was she aware of what happened earlier?
No, but she heard me using the R word.
Yeah,
she's not impressed.
Jack. Does that ever get anybody whenever somebody goes?
It's not a bad word. It's it describes, it's an actual word. Describe. I mean, what else are you going to say? Is dummy? I mean, that's not any better, is it?
It's not a bad word unless you're buying this fork. Because if you're buying this fork, you are not that. You are a very, very smart person who wants to enjoy good times with a signed fork for $42. You got to super chat it in your head.
Boom.
Think about
Halloween is over. The special $13 right is gone. Now it's going to cost you $15. $15. Super chat me or PayPal me, and I will record you. People, some of these folks call it Cameo. Fuck the Cameo. This is direct to me. And I will send you a video explaining this merchandise idea I have for the Boogeyman. Everyone's been dying to hear it, but I'm going to save it for one customer or possibly many customers. $15 sends in super chat. I'll record it, personalize it for you. I'll add happy birthday or way to go, buddy, whatever, you want included. You can do whatever you want with it. You could keep it for yourself. No one else could ever see it again. You could post it on YouTube. You could put it up. You screen it at home on like your home, like theater. and you could sit around and jerk off to it. I don't really care. You can do whatever you want with it. $15.
Bam.
Personalized. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jack and Incher should have a test of strength. I used to be really good at Mercy. I haven't played it in a long time, but Mercy was like you like this, and you try to. Is that a short?
Kind of bend it until the other person says Mercy.
It was $13, bitch, and I just said, bitch, if you would have paid attention, bitch, that the Halloween is over. So the $13 that was a special for Halloween. It's out the window. Now it's $15 because you missed out on the Halloween special, bitch.
There you go.
All right.
So,
yeah. Dynamite. I was going to go to this show, but we lost power. And oh my God, power went out Tuesday and didn't come back on the Friday. That fucking sucked.
So you had a
Saturday for my brother.
Had a very rough week then, didn't you?
Yeah, my man Mitten redeemed himself, and he hooked me up with a hotel room up in Boston. So I got to have a hot shower and hot food and electricity for the weekend. That was very nice of my man Mitten. It was funny that as soon as I get up there, the electricity came back here. But whatever, I was already up there. Have a good time.
That's how it always works. So I know we had a big ice storm last week. Last year, and it seemed like it was out for about 3 days. It was awful too. But that prompted us to get a.
I was already a man, but now I've become even more. I live with nature, hunt for my food and stuff for those 3 days.
Yeah.
What was about this ice storm?
Oh well, it prompted us to get a gas heater, so we want to be without heat.
Right. Everyone's always saying get a generator, and it's like, yeah, it'd be great for that moment, but then like, when do I use it again? In 4 years when the electricity goes out again?
Yeah.
You're it's almost like you're banking on the electricity going on. I know it's kind of peace of mind, but
it can go out. It goes out fairly often here, but
does it stay out for days?
No, not typically. Maybe a day or so, but I don't know. We were out for about 3 or 4 days, I think, when that happened. But it was terrible. But I did want to bring up, before we get into all the AEW discussion, there is a big thing that's happened in the world of professional wrestling, and
hurt my nose too. You can see this red line there.
How'd you burn your nose?
Didn't burn it. Smashed it.
Smashed it? How'd you smash your nose?
It fell on me.
Who fell on you?
A tree. A fallen tree with all the down power lines and trees. It's hit by freaking massive trees. Not really, but I did hurt my nose.
Well, the big news is that Ring of Honor has released all of their professional.
Yeah, released the whole place. And like hit the bricks. And they're like, but we're gonna be back. It's like, so you released the entire company and you're selling all your videos, but you're coming back. I mean, I hope so. I don't want to wish anyone go out of business, but I think this. If I was a betting man, which I am, I'm a big gambler. I would bet on this as the end of Ring of Honor. And I don't take any pleasure in that.
No, whenever we used to schedule interviews for Ring of Honor, they would tell you that you have to be a man of honor. Now, are they being men of honor by saying that they'll be back whenever?
Well, I think they have all the intentions in the world. We're going to bring this back. So I think it's not necessarily it's dishonorable, but I think they're putting I think that they're thinking with their hearts. We're going to bring this back, but I don't foresee it. I don't know the finances here, but it doesn't look good to me.
They're selling off all their old footage as well. I wasn't aware of that.
People said like, oh, that was a death knell of WCW and ECW, but they sold their stuff after they went out of business. It's not like ECW sold all their tapes or WCW still sold their video library, then went out of business. They went out of business and sold that stuff. It's weird to sell your video library when you're supposedly coming back as a company.
Vince Rudos is saying that is not true. He's saying they aren't actually selling their library. That was an unfounded rumor. So that's what, according to Vince Russo.
I don't read this stuff.
Vince Rudo, not Vince Russo.
Right. I think
that's a totally different person.
I did for years, so I'm not judging anyone, but I do think it affects your enjoyment of the wrestling, because there are people, I think a lot of modern fans watch wrestling in a weird way. They watch it. While they watch it, they try to decipher in their mind, predict how whoever their Messiah is, whoever their wrestling Messiah is, if it's Jim Cornette, if it's Dave Meltzer, if it's Conan, Disco, whoever it is that they idolize. They watch the show not for their personal enjoyment. They watch it thinking, what will Jim Cornette think of this segment? What will be the quarter-hour ratings of this? They'll watch it in this very strange way where they don't watch it as a television show or as an entertainment program. They watch it as some type of analysis of the business that is primarily based on whoever they follow thinks of what wrestling. And to me, it's not an enjoyable way to watch anything. So I don't really pay attention to that stuff anymore. I just watch it as a program and my personal enjoyment or not of it.
So we got a bunch of Ring of Honor free agents out there. I mean, they're not going to wait for Ring of Honor to come back. They got to make money.
Oh, I'm not necessarily a fan of the man, Danhausen. I don't really know a lot about him. I've just seen very few clips and I know the personality. But very unfortunate for him because he has a lot of friends in AEW. And it did look like he might eventually go there. And Bray Wyatt posted that he would like to work with Danhausen, which that's a pretty big deal. And the man has a huge following for a guy that's never been on a major television show. He broke his leg in 2 places.
I heard about that. So
that would be unfortunate anytime, but really bad timing.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to get a new job, but I think AEW would probably still be willing to throw the guy a bone.
Yeah. I mean, they signed 12-year-olds and stuff. He could be useful even. He could be useful as a manager right now. He's a good mouthpiece. Yeah. I mean, I don't know a lot about the guy, but I know this. If someone has a following without even being on TV, really, I know he's on Ring of Honor TV, but not a major TV thing, and has a good following, to me, they're worth giving a shot to.
Yeah. And you got Matt Taven, Jay Lethal. Is Bubba Ray still with?
I'm not sure. Is PCO still there?
I think PCO was still there. I haven't watched it in a long time. Briscoes, yeah.
I think they're quote unquote problematic, but they would be great in AEW. You'd have a lot of dream matches with the Briscoes and a lot of the tag teams there.
But they've kind of said they don't really want to go touring and everything else because they want to kind of maintain their family business. From what I understand, that could be different situations.
I don't know how much of touring is AEW touring really, and would that be any harder than touring with Ring of Honor because they do the weekly show? I mean, that's about it. And then a paper.
I mean, Ring of Honor, they do go out pretty far, but I don't know if they actually go all over like AEW does. I mean, I imagine they want to try to stick to the markets that they're in. But
it's still just weekly, isn't it? Does AEW do more shows than once a week?
No, I think AEW
they normally record Rampage on the same time.
Yeah, so I mean, it might not be that much harder. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be. I don't know, and they're getting to the age that if they did want to, this would, could be their last try.
Last run.
Yeah. I mean, just as a fan, I would like to see it. Them and FTR would be really good. Really, all the teams there would be good. Them and the Young Bucks, them and the Lucha Bros. There'd be a lot of stuff you could do. Moxley and Eddie Kingston would be good. There's a lot, lots of dream matches, I think.
I think Matt Taven would be a good pickup for people too. I like Matt Taven. I think you could see him in probably AEW or WWE. I could see him going to WWE if they were interested.
I think he'd just be a guy in WWE. I mean, I'm not saying I could see him going there, but I don't really see him doing anything. I don't think they would take him right now because they have the thing about not wanting indie guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Jay Lethal's a guy that is really good. It's I'd like to see him have a run somewhere before again getting to the age that he's not like an old guy, but
been
around a while.
He's younger than Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, but he's like a guy that's already made to the big leagues. Had main event at WrestleMania and stuff. This could be like the last run for I think we're getting to the last shot for him in a bigger promotion if he wanted to do that. Like Eddie Kingston, if he didn't have this last run, I don't know if he would have ever had to run anywhere else.
Tyler S in the chat room saying Eddie Kingston's dream match with Johnny Swinger.
Johnny Swinger.
I
haven't heard that name in decades.
That
guy's still alive?
Vince Rudo says Incher liked Matt Taven so much that he canceled his Honor Club membership when ROH put the belt on him.
Nothing against Matt Taven, but he's like the guy who killed Ring of Honor. Like it was kind of on the deathbed, and then he was like the final. That should be his gimmick, the final nail in the coffin. Matt Taven.
That's not fair. No,
I think it is. Nothing. I'm sure he's a good guy. But he's the final nail in the coffin.
No, come on. You had the defection from Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks all leaving.
And then they put the belt on this guy. So they were like,
well, you can't put that on Matt Taven.
I'm going to give this, I guess I'll give Ring of Honor a chance. Oh, what? Matt Taven's a champ. Oh, fuck.
No, you paint a pretty little picture there, Jack, but that is not.
I stand by this.
Jeez.
I've seen the man years on.
You're buddies with his buddy there.
I like that guy. I'm being honest. I think Matt Taven was a terrible choice for the champion.
They were in the Kingdom,
and he's not a guy that people enjoy watching. I've been to shows before he's even Ring of Honor's shows.
You saw him when he was just first starting, and
I saw him live. I saw him live in Ring of Honor too.
You're like, this guy sucks forever. Ooh.
I saw him live before Ring of Honor. Saw him live during Ring of Honor. He's not a guy that people enjoy watching. I could also know the crowd. I remember there were people in the crowd before Ring of Honor who would turn their backs to the ring when he came in because he wrestled a lot in New England Indies, and there's a lot of people who really disliked him. This was before he was champ. And then when he was champ in Ring of Honor, a lot of people just stopped watching it.
If AEW signs him,
he wouldn't be anything in AEW.
I bet you'll start liking him.
You think he'd be a star in AEW?
Remember how you used to talk shit about Bryan Danielson? And
I never thought he sucked.
You would carry on about him like crazy. That's
not even true.
Yes, it is. True. I used to talk about him being in Ring of Honor, and you would carry on like he was the drizzling shit.
That's not true.
And now
that's not even accurate.
That is 100.
It is not. It is not. He did not have personality. I think he grew his personality in WWE, but I never said he wasn't a good wrestler.
He had a personality in Ring of Honor as well. You just did not see the footage.
I think he got better in WWE as far as the character goes.
I don't know. I liked his character better in Ring of Honor because he was more serious and he would do funny things though as well, like the whole. I never said anything about him like I do Matt Taven. Not even close, because I barely had seen the guy. But mark my words,
I've seen Matt Taven. I saw him for years.
Mark my words.
What would he do in AEW? He's
going to be the biggest.
He might. I mean,
he's going to be the biggest. Matt Taven.
He wouldn't even be as big as like Matt Seidel in AEW. He'd just be like,
I think he has more of a character than Matt Seidel.
Yeah, that's just true. Vince is true here. I'm very, very honest about all this. I buried Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks before AEW. Very true. I've been totally open about that, and eventually I liked them. They won me over. I've said this as the AEW went on.
You didn't even want to interview Daniel Bryan at first.
That's not true.
You're like, I could tell you're a little wishy-washy on even doing it.
That's not true. Who interviewed him? Did you even ask him a question?
We were there.
I know, but who did the interview?
Well, you normally always do the interviews.
Well, then why would I have interviewed him if I didn't want to interview him?
You were a little wishy-washy on doing it, but you did it. I could tell you're a little, you kind of dragged your feet about a little bit. And I remember you got a little miffed about him saying he was trained by Shawn Michaels and he shouldn't be like nervous in front of the legends at the NWA convention.
I didn't get miffed about that.
You did.
No, well, in fact, I even quoted the interview for years after that because he talked about when you're wrestling in a school, you're wrestling people the same level as you, the same experience level. And then when you go and you wrestle guys like even like a Kamala, who people wouldn't think like, oh, Kamala and Daniel Bryan's gonna have this epic match, but you learn from these other guys because they have more experience, and you can't get better at wrestling people the same experience.
Tyler S's chat comment did kind of crack me up that you look like Disco Inferno right now. I mean, like the hair, like he has that big full head of hair.
We're both Italian. Both have very prominent Italian noses. Both jacked.
Another nail in your head, the Taven controversy.
Man, Taz was all about us just ending. I saw him posted on Facebook. He thinks this is the end of the show. I don't know.
No, we're never going to quit. I mean, how many times have we been like, we're quit, but we're still here. We're not going.
I haven't updated the podcast thing in a long time. My I don't know if hopefully my webcam's not messing up because it
kind of flickered a little bit.
I don't know if it's it just could be because I have very low power. And it's a USB. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I mean, they're not very expensive. You know, Ring of Honor sucks. Tyler, does he like anything? It seems like he just hates everything. I mean, he's a good guy, but it just seems like he just hates. He's like one of the wrestling fans that he hates all of wrestling.
He did tell me that he doesn't watch a lot of stuff recently. Like, I know I brought up SmackDown to him recently, and he said he hasn't watched it in a long time. But yet, he's still familiar with a lot of the stuff that's going on. Maybe just from listening to the show.
I know he hates Punk, but I'm going to say this to me. Just as far as in ring, now I know we could talk about who you would match these people up with and what you could do them storyline wise. That's a different subject. As far as in ring goes, right now, to me is some of the best in ring wrestling that I can remember since we've been doing the show. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan matches, Bobby Fish. This is the wrestling I like. This is. I like a lot of the modern stuff, but it always has to feel to me that they're clearly working together. It can be fun and exciting, but I had to eventually just accept that this was a different style of wrestling, or I just wouldn't watch it anymore. Yeah. I remember really it was like when Kevin Owens came to WWE and really brought that style, the indie style, I guess, to WWE, and people were really going crazy over those Cena Kevin Owens matches. And to me, they were just really just spot matches, no psychology, just guys trading moves. And I really wasn't into them. I learned to just, it was either I just wasn't going to watch wrestling anymore, or I'd accept that's the style. And so I just accepted it, and I learned to enjoy it. So then I, became a Kevin Owens fan. I like to watch his matches. But so once CM Punk and Daniel Bryan came in, and now Bobby Fish, I think Bobby Fish is up there as actually one of the best in-ring workers alive today. This is the wrestling I like. When they have matches, it seems like a legit competition where one guy's trying to beat the other guy. They're not working together just to do cool spots. It looks like a match that I grew up watching, and I love it. That Bobby Fish Punk match was fantastic. Daniel Bryan, Eddie Kingston was fantastic. This is the
That
kind
was
of
good,
stuff
yeah,
I
yeah.
like.
It's kind of a shame that they were just in a series for the tournament, and like they can't, like, they
Well,
probably could think of a
it
way
does
to
look like they're
continue
building to Eddie and Punk, which I hope that's a match that I think you could do something with. All the Punk stuff now is one-off matches. That could be an actual feud, because not only I think will the match be great, the build, all the promos would be off the charts, because Eddie Kingston's a great promo guy.
And I think Punk working with him would be pretty awesome too, because it's just like,
because honestly, going into the Eddie Kingston Brian Danielson match, I was thinking I actually really like Kingston, but I thought this is going to be a clash of styles. But the thing about Eddie Kingston, he's like thought of as a brawler, but he's actually a very good wrestler, psychology wise, and he can do moves and stuff. So him and Brian Danielson was a really old school match. It started very slow, kind of feeling each other out. Very just a traditional wrestling match that I grew up with. But both those guys in Punk, while it's a traditional match, they also have the exciting moves and stuff. So to me, it's the best of both worlds. But that was Eddie Kingston's best match in AEW.
Yeah, it was a great one. I
would add Cody and Dustin to that group of guys that I think can work the old school style.
Mm-hmm. So I'd look forward to an angle between CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. I think they could do really good stuff with one another. And I think that would probably be one of the best things CM Punk could do if he did want to bring like somebody who is, up on a different level, because I think Punk just feuding with him could showcase Eddie Kingston in a different light to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And that would be very beneficial to him.
I would really be into it.
So, and I've been a fan of him for a long time. So I'm definitely a fan of it. It's
definitely a feel good thing to see him getting the shot.
Yeah.
The Punk stuff, I'm just going to assume, I have no idea. I could be totally wrong. I assume this is going to be a long-term story of some kind with his character, because he's having great matches, not one bad match. The Hobbs match to me wasn't the best, but as they go on, he's having a harder time beating the guys. He had the Bobby Fish match. He barely beat him. Bobby Fish almost kicked out. He kicked out right like a millisecond after the finish. I think it's some type of story they're doing. Might be Punk's idea. I don't know, that it's going to be more about, because they started this. Does Punk still have it? So he beats Darby Allin. And as he's going on, he's having a harder time, beating these guys. And, he should be the big established guy. So to me, there's going to be some type of story. I'm just going to wait and see where it goes. I think there's some type of story they're going to be telling about, can Punk still go? Can he does it? Or maybe how long Punk can go? Who's going to be the guy to knock Punk off? There's something going to go there. And so week to week, maybe you think, well, are they wasting Punk? Put him in these matches with guys that he has great matches with, but maybe it's not a marquee match, him versus Matt Sydal, but a great match. But in the long term, does it tell an ongoing story? Maybe it won't, but I think it will.
Do you think that's an angle they should be running when the guy first enters a company, like where he should be put into a type of feud like that? Or do you think they should have done like the title belt run? Or
I don't think you can do the title belt run when you have with both him and Brian Danielson at the same time. Mm-hmm. They're doing it with Brian Danielson. I think he'll win the tournament and then go for the title. You can't have both guys going because it'll be for lots of reasons. There's not enough room for both of them to go for the title. Also, you'd have two similar guys that are big stars coming from outside of the company, and they come in and both are positioned that they can just immediately go for the title. I think can be a negative to people who've been following the program for a long time and are invested in the homegrown talent. And so you could tell two different stories with both these guys instead of the same story with both the guys. And then eventually, so if you tell this one story, who's going to be the guy to knock off Punk and he keeps winning? And maybe they're going to tell some other story with that leads to another feud. And then eventually, once that goes on for months, and once you tell the Bryan Danielson story, eventually maybe him winning the title, maybe not. And then you could put Punk into the title picture.
Yeah. It definitely seems like they want to bring up the Cowboy, Adam.
Yeah. It does. So. I like this when there's several guys in the company that could vie for the title instead of just one guy.
Yeah,
which we see in WWE a lot, where it's just one guy, and then they go for the title for sometimes years and years. And but there's several guys in AEW that could be positioned into the title picture, which it keeps you guessing who will keep the title, who will win the title. What's going on here?
It was flickering a little bit. It kind of looked like the ECW camera whenever it would flicker and go to the next scene.
Yeah, it could be. It says it's raining, so it could be the storm. It could be, like I said, it's low power. It could be my internet connection, or it could be just the webcams going out. Yeah, I don't know.
Short in your cable there, maybe.
Yeah,
but driver issues. It's hard to say. But you're still with us, Jack.
Yeah.
You're king of the wild frontier, but you're not king of the webcams. At least I don't think. You don't have some season.
Go to my OnlyFans.
Okay. What's this? Webcam HD XYZ will satisfy your wishes online. Oh my goodness.
Interest cutting out here. All of a sudden he's going to be leaving the show.
No. Are they going to start trolling us here?
Wait, Lexar, do not click anything here.
Yeah, don't click.
Lexar, what are you doing, boy? Stay away. I know you're getting all horny, but
this is the new Stacy cam, I think. We ran into one of these back in the day with Stacy cams.
All right, I'm trying to get him out of the chat here. Jeez, I don't want Lexar to be losing it. His eyes are bugging out, and he's just start. Who knows what's going on? Whew. All right, we got rid of him.
Mike Whitcomb, he says chat bots. So that was a chat bot that I just read. Okay. Oh, yeah. I gave him airtime here on the show. My bad.
I don't know if we mentioned this, Wes. So you mentioned the Hangman and a Page. When his comeback promo, I thought was great the other week. That was the best promo he cut.
It was really good.
I really thought when he came back, now that you have all the new guys here, I thought he would seem less important, but he's doing he seems like he's up there with those guys. In fact, I think maybe the time off actually elevated him a little bit.
Definitely seems like AEW wants to keep him on the top level, and I think that's a smart move for them to do.
Yeah,
they don't want to bury their current stars with everybody else that they bring in. The more people you have that are over in your company, I think that definitely helps the company. So, I would like to see more serious stuff coming from Omega, though, because I still don't think. I mean, he would do silly things in New Japan, but I didn't see everything. I won't pretend like I did. But
and when he's serious, especially with Don Callis, I think it's great stuff.
Mm-hmm. But we got this guy who's been known to have these 5-star, 6-star, 7-star,
his match with Daniel Bryan was fantastic, and that was a serious thing. Yeah,
but it just seems like we don't. That's not promoted enough, it seems like.
I actually agree with you. I think he's best as a serious heel with a little bit of the comedy where it's not over the top stuff. I don't like the two jabronis with them. I think they're a little too goofy.
Young Bucks.
It's all right once in a while, like a backstage hit. They get this week I would give it a pass because it was Halloween. So it's fine having that. You know what I mean? If it wasn't every week, it was comedy. If this was just the one comedy, I'd be totally fine with it.
I did think it was a little much, but I do realize it is a holiday, and I could tell JR was getting very annoyed.
He's an old grumpy man, though.
Well, isn't he starting his own cannabis farm or something like that, or was that a fake news?
Yeah, he is. But do you think that's something he's really into, or he's just trying to get some money? I assume he's just trying to get the cash. He thinks that this is the next big thing.
Well, that, and I'm sure he probably consumes the CBD oil because he has his various issues, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, but
So,
yeah, maybe. But I think he's doing
Maybe
the
that-
straight up cannabis, which is marijuana. CBD is different.
he's old school. He's like, nah, just smoke this shit. Ah. It's good stuff, yeah. You see?
I enjoyed the show, the match. I know probably not everyone's cup of tea. I thought it was fun.
It was fun, but it was a little much at times. I was like, okay, I do like him having the proton pack one and turning around and stuff. I definitely could tell JR was annoyed with that.
I thought it was pretty funny. And honestly, if you had big packs on and you smashed it into the guy, probably would hurt.
Yeah, it would hurt, but I don't know. I mean, that should be a disqualification. I mean, if he has a proton pack, I mean, that's like clearly the ref can see it. I mean, but okay, whatever. I'm good with just having a good time. That's fine by me. So
yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I will say I got a kick out of Hangman Adam Page with the giant inflatable suit on. It made me laugh. I know it's goofy. I'm fine with people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it.
And I guess it could be considered promotion for Ghostbusters Afterlife, the movie that's about to come out.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. I was fine with it. It was a good time. I mean,
I kind of wish there was better outfits on the opposite side with the Dark Order. They were just random people. Like
I agree with that too. The other side showed better unity.
Yeah, I knew Kratos, and Johnny Hungy said he was going to be Bambi before who was actually Bambi, which okay, but like then there was ones just dressed up as like the cowboy. The evil Uno was dressed up as the cowboy, and then there was just a horse.
Yeah, they should have. They could have found something too,
like a nice
Avengers or whatever. Some group.
It could have been the Ghost from. Well, that would have been pretty.
Yeah,
pretty obvious that they.
They could have been. I don't know. Maybe the Universal Monsters, but then you had Invisible Man already in the ring, but some kind of evil group, some kind of dark monster group. Could have done something. I agree.
So
where are the wrestling? We're talking about wrestling, dumbass.
We're talking about the outfits that was worn on AEW last week for the Halloween show.
Lexar says Jim Ross has skin cancer. But the thing, and I know Vince Rudo was saying too, leave him alone. Neither of us said anything bad about Jim Ross. Intro didn't say anything bad about them all. He said that, in fact, he was agreeing with Jim Ross, that he thought this stuff wasn't cool. Neither of us said anything bad about him. So I just think you have bad comprehension skills.
Yeah, I was just saying it seemed like he was upset with it. And
yeah, neither of us said anything bad about him.
Camera that he was upset with him. I mean, like not he wasn't on camera, but doing commentary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Neither of us said anything bad about him.
Mm-hmm. Nothing bad here.
Mm-hmm. But no, I liked it. The women's match was great. Sheeta and Serena Deeb.
Yeah. Serena, it seems like she's trying to step up with character development.
I agree.
It's a good thing.
She's
got everything for the ring.
Yeah.
She's got everything for that, but she does need to step it up personality wise, and they're putting her in this feud where she's being a heel, and she broke the award. And I will have to say, I did like Sheeta coming out holding the award like you broke this. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big Sheeta's good too. But I think everyone knew that. But yeah, I think Serena Deeb's the best in-ring wrestler. I agree she's doing better. I think the heel fits her better.
Yeah.
I think it's better for her to show personality. I do think it's odd that they have so many groups in AEW, but she's not in a group where I think she could benefit from being in a group. And I would put Bobby Fish. I said this last week, but I think Bobby Fish could be a leader of a group. Maybe Serena Deeb could be with Bobby Fish.
Yeah. I like your idea about putting them with the Butcher and the Blade.
Because I think visually they fit. And Butcher and the Blade are always in groups I don't think they fit with. And I think this would one they'd fit. And they're perfect as like the backup muscle for Bobby Fish. I think it would work. because they're always in groups that they don't look like they would pal around with the other people, you know? Like you don't see them and think, oh yeah, they're hanging out with Matt Hardy and hanging out with his buddies, or when they were with the Lucha Brothers and Eddie Kingston, like why would this group doesn't look like they'd be buddies?
We have a request for us to stop talking and stream the wrestling. Well, that would be illegal. You're not going to get that here, so go elsewhere.
Yeah, go to a thing that shows wrestling. There's lots of that stuff.
And you know, just notice like how this is your new favorite channel that shows all your wrestling, and then they get banned. Well, the reason they get banned is because they don't own the copyright to that material they are showing. So, sorry.
Right. We've never done it in 16 years, so I'm not sure why all of a sudden this week, hey, now we become a show that just streams wrestling here. They're getting a lot of requests to update the RSS feed. I will say, after many months, had lots of issues with iTunes, and they are horrible at customer support. I did finally get the Without Your Head iTunes fixed. So I'll work on the In Your Head one now.
Excellent. Good work, Jackie Jones.
And if you would like to help out, because it is a very laborious process and it also is expensive to have all these 16 years of content, it would actually help if you would like to donate. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be anything. We'll still do the show. But if you would like to help out, it would be very helpful.
Mighty Lexar says, The Miz was eliminated from Dancing with the Stars. Are you disappointed?
Nope.
I'll give him credit. He had a pretty banging
the Pinhead
genie outfit.
Oh, I saw his Pinhead
Was he Pinhead? Oh, he was Pinhead too, wasn't he? Yeah. So he had some pretty rocking costumes for Dancing with the Stars.
I'm a fan of The Miz. I don't watch Rocket or whatever it is, Dancing with the Stars.
But anyhow.
Yeah. But yeah, I was a big fan of Dynamite. It would have been nice to be there live, but things didn't work out. But I did miss a really good show, and Rampage was good too.
Yeah, Rampage. It's sometimes it's not the best of shows, but
yeah, last 2 weeks I thought it was good.
Britt Baker was in the main event. She was going through some tax and everything with
I was nuts.
Abaddon.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a fan of Abaddon. I like the creepy gimmick. I think some of it's a little bit too over the top. But I think if you worked on the gimmick a little bit, like she doesn't need to be bleeding out the mouth of the whole match. Like that doesn't make a lot of sense. But she can be creepy without like being like totally supernatural, I think.
I did like the promo with Mark Henry whenever he was asking him questions, and then she just splits out blood, and he's like,
I'll be honest, it was I would call that a guilty pleasure. I don't know if Mark Henry's in on the joke that he comes off like a not a very smart man, but
he probably doesn't care. He's laughing his way to the bank.
I guess, but he comes off, I'll be honest, he comes off like a total dumbass. Oh, Sammy Guevara too. It was a really good match. He kept the title against Aligo.
Yeah. I like Ethan Page as well. I think.
I don't really like the pairing with Lamberson, but.
Yeah. What are your feelings on Dan Lambert? Do you even?
I'm not a fan. Not a fan. The first week I thought it was kind of funny, but as it goes on, I'm not a fan of it. It's very repetitive. It's the same stuff over and over, and I don't think he comes off. To me, it's very fake. It's like and he did an interview where he was talking about, this is a storyline, and I know it is, but at the same time, like this is supposed to be like a shoot storyline. They never explain who any of the MMA guys are. I'm not a person who follows current MMA, so I'm always clueless who these people are and why I should care one way or the other about them. They just assume you know everyone. That's always been a problem in AEW. I'm a big fan, but they assume everyone knows every wrestler in the world. All the indie wrestlers, all the Japanese wrestlers. Now they expect you to know every MMA fighter in the world. It doesn't hurt to explain who these people are.
For sure, but you also they got the feud going on with the Inner Circle. Why are they calling them the reunited inner circle? They never broke up, did they?
Well, after that one loss, yeah, they stopped. Because it was weird. Because I kept wondering, why are they not together? They didn't have a break up. They didn't break up like on camera. They just stopped appearing together.
Yeah. Which I mean, if you don't have that breakup on camera, I'd still consider you together.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I'm glad
Hulk Hogan
they are
wasn't
better
always
together.
There, well, for the NWO, and then he would show up, and they would never said he was out of the NWO.
Geraldine is in the chat here.
She's a fan of the Butcher and the Blade. Well,
no, she does. They suck. I'm a fan. I like Butcher and Blade.
Yeah, I like them pretty well so far.
Tyler says Geraldine is cool and good looking, just like Intronon.
Especially with your new rug.
Especially with the shadow here, because then it looks like a part.
Yeah, that's the thing, I think, that makes it look even more like a fake wig.
I'll say it's very warm.
Oh, for sure.
All right. I think it's an internet problem with the thing, because things seem to be running better, and I'm not seeing flickering. So I don't think it's a mechanical issue, which is better. All right. So do you want to take Zooms? Was there anything else you want to talk about?
No. Just on SmackDown side of things, you had Adam Pearce saying the ban still stands on Brock Lesnar. And I seen the news article about Ted DiBiase saying he could help Brock Lesnar with $1 million. I thought that was
right. He's defrauding welfare. Him and his family and Brett Favre, Ted DiBiase. He has to pay back hundreds of thousands of dollars because him and both of his sons were defrauding the welfare system.
Oh. Well, I know one of his sons is in prison, I think, or he was in prison.
Well, three of them. The one son owes has to pay back millions. He has to pay back hundreds of thousands, and so doesn't Brett Favre. There's honestly scumbags. They were saying they were getting money to, I think, for their church to help poor people, and they were just keeping it.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Huh?
Pretty shit.
Oh, he's not helping Brock Lesnar with $1 million fee.
Another fake Christian.
Huh. Well, geez, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, it just recently.
Read that news. So Brock Lesnar, he's still suspended. The most suspended wrestler ever.
It sucks.
Every time he comes back, he gets instantly suspended.
Yeah. What they should just honestly, they should open up the bank and say because this is a money feud. You can't start and stop it all the time. Just say we need you on the show more than twice a year, whatever. And this is what we offer you. Let's do it.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard for Roman Reigns to work off of nobody being there.
Yeah, because you can't go from he's got this on. So in between his matches with Brock Lesnar, he starts wrestling like Titus O'Neil or something. It'd be like, oh gee, I wonder who's gonna win.
Jack, I hope you're not afraid of going to jail, but the Stampede, the cyber vast Stampede guy, he said he called the cops from false advertising.
Oh fuck!
Y'all should have started streaming now, or you will be arrested.
Oh man!
Put the cuffs on me. Take me away.
Geraldine saying the bunny should. Now, come on, Geraldine. I'm a fan of Geraldine. She's but you can't say the Butcher and the Blade are bad and then say Bunny should have a title. She fucking sucks. She should not even be a wrestler. She's embarrassingly bad and should no way have any titles unless she's managing Butcher and the Blade to the tag belts. But as a wrestler, the pits. All right, we'll take Steven. Steven has the he's got the Raw report.
He's got the Raw report. Steven's always good for a Raw report.
Yeah, apparently people were complaining and they're like, we don't let Steven get out his Raw report. I say it's fucking in your head, bitch. He's got to fight to get the Raw report out.
he's gonna beat us. Here he goes. Steven's fighting.
All right.
He looks pretty cagey.
So I saw I don't know where my boy Shanky is, but I see Veer's coming to Raw. I thought he was on Raw, but Veer's coming to Raw.
I think he might have been on Raw. I don't know. Maybe Steven would know.
Yeah, you can't have people on the show and then the next week, like, oh, this guy who's been on the show for like months, he's coming to the show. Like, okay. People are complete idiots. They're like, oh, this is a new guy. Wasn't he just on? He even had the same name? No, totally different guy. Okay, so what's going on, boy?
Oh, you're on mute, Steven.
You're on mute, Stevie! Stevie!
Good evening.
Good evening. What's going on, Steven? This is not fighting. You come on, I'm ready for a Raw report. And just like, hey, it's very nice. You're a nice man. It'd be fine if we were hanging out and having tea and biscuits. But if you got to get the Raw report out there, you got to start going boom, boom, boom. Oh, Vince Rudo, he said, well, Veer is now Vince was it Molan or Muha or something? So he's got a last name. So he's a totally new guy.
Veer has a last name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, how do you say it? Do you know how to say it?
I don't know. Mansoor, Veer Mansoor.
No, that's a totally different person. Mansoor.
McMahon, Vince Veer Monaco.
He's not related to the McMahons, no.
Veer Mediterranean.
I don't think that's his name.
Trolling is dead. Get canceled. What's this guy's problem? Cyber Vash. Whatever. Fuck this dude.
Cyber Vash the Stampede. What's that?
What if? Can you wear a this kind of hat backwards? That'd be cool. I'm gonna start a new trend. Like, hey, buddy, what's up? Yeah, people have a sideways.
It looks like you have like sideways. I could see, but
yeah.
Before it looked like there was a fly on the hat, and it was letting its thing out.
All right, Steven. Stevie!
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Not bad. How are you doing, boy?
Well, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Raw.
I need my report.
We need the Raw report. Give it to us. Feed us the Raw report.
Well, this week on Monday Night Raw actually featured some good wrestling.
Wrestling tonight. Everything's gonna be all right when we're wrestling tonight.
Yes, it started off with
get in that ring and we're gonna fight. There's wrestling tonight. Yeah.
Steven, please.
Yes,
continue.
it started off with quite an entertaining matchup. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
we've seen that how many times now?
Yes, well, hopefully we've seen the end of it because Becky used a handful of tights to beat Bianca Belair and retain the Raw.
I'd like to get a handful of that tights myself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, she could have used like a handful of ponytail. Like if her back was down on the ring, and she could have pulled the ponytail to like keep her from kicking out.
Anyone just grabbed a handful of ass? Would that be illegal?
That's like the Trump move, isn't it?
Grab her by the ass.
That was the other side, I think, really. But
that's how I'm gonna Geraldine.
Look, Lexar and the Songman's here. They want to hear the Raw reviews.
Raw, 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 raw. Lexar, the song man. What do you think? This hat this way or this way? This way? You like it this way? All right.
Really good.
You like a regular. Yeah, there you go. You like a regular.
Good man.
Yeah.
You use the fly on your underwear, don't you? When you pee,
look like a
zip down the pants, take out the ding dong, and go about your. What's that?
No, I don't do that anymore. I just
Oh
like
my God.
when I wear my jeans, I button them, sit down, underwear, bring. Let it
Man, you guys are a bunch of foo. Ah, yeah, you can't say that word on YouTube. You get freaking banned. But I'm just saying, you guys are total friends of the week. TFIW, total friends of the week. That's all I'm going to say. What's that?
Jack, you look like David Crockett.
David Crockett. Oh, David Crockett from WCW, NWA. Yeah, I don't know about that. But, all right, I'm sorry. Well, sorry for this interruption. But by the way, Vic Schiavone is here, who I know uses a fly.
What?
Do you use the fly on your underwear, or do you just tug your underwear down? That's what he's asking.
Real men unzip their pants and then
He said he tugs them down.
Why would I want to drip all over my clothes?
Don't you just pull it out? I think you drip more and just pulling. Why you guys like pull your pants all the way down? God damn, there's no real men left. More friends of the week.
Steven, would you like to add to this, or do you want to continue with the Raw report? It's your choice whether you want to answer. Your choice.
Well, actually, I do exactly what Jack says. You gotta have a fly.
See, you were skipping over Steven, and he's the one that agrees with
Well, I honestly knew Steven's a real man like me, so I didn't even bother to ask because I knew already in my heart. But I'm glad that the real man, the Raw reporter, has come here and told you girly boys how things are done.
Mm-hmm. Songman.
I will give you wood on that for that too.
It's your choice whether you want to answer or not. Do you use
I
the
will
fly?
take Steven's wood on that one for Vic.
He doesn't want to answer. I think.
Geraldine,
Plead in the fifth.
how are you doing, the lovely Geraldine?
What's going on?
I hope you had a nice Halloween.
It was pretty boring. I had to work.
She had to work. I remember.
I had a nice Halloween. I was away for the weekend. About 12
work.
hours of horror movies. Actually more, but I went to a marathon. Saw Alan Howarth live in concert. That was really cool.
You had a fun one. I didn't.
Yeah.
Alan Howarth did the score for Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Escape from New York, They Live with Roddy Piper, tons of films. It's very cool. He played all the scores on his keyboard. Did some on the electric guitar, even did some vocals. In the background, they had all kinds of visuals from the movie. Like they had, he's doing They Live. They had, Believe, Obey, flashing on the big screen. It was a really cool time. Very good. And then from there, went to the 12-hour horror movie marathon. They had burritos from the burrito place across the street. They had pizza from the pizza place. And then in the morning, the creperie came in and made everyone breakfast. It was a very exciting time. That's how I spent my Halloween.
No power went out though.
Yeah, down where at my house, but I spent the weekend up in Boston. I invited Geraldine, but she didn't make the scene.
You had to
I
work.
had to work.
Sorry. I had a nice hotel room. Came on over. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
All right, Stevie.
Well, the build the build for Austin Theory continues. He
Ooh.
beat Rey Mysterio. And are they working towards a father versus son feud? Because it looks like Rey
I
and
think they've
Dominic
been wanting,
are.
from what I understand, they've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I think they were against it, which I don't think. Does anyone really want to see Rey versus Dominic?
Well, that sort of looks like that's the way they're going. Rey versus Dominic eventually, because Dominic did a heel move by
I
getting, Rey disqualified.
I don't like to see families fight. I don't want to see Dominic's just the bum. Or Ray's a legend. I don't want to see Ray getting beat up by a friggin' Dominic.
He's trying to help He's trying to help his kid out. He's trying.
Yeah, but from my understanding, he doesn't want to do this either. Helping his kid out by tagging, I get that's cool. But this is my advice: get a cool mask for Dominic. Put a mask on him so he doesn't look like a little boy out there. Then you could sell the mask. Get a cool design, put the big D on it. I don't mean that kind of D, Geraldine. Don't get too excited. Like a D, like the letter D. Make it whatever. And he's a masked man. You don't look at him and say, look at this little child out there. What the hell? But he's 2 feet taller than his dad, but he's looks like a little boy. Screw all that. Mask on him. Then you don't know how young he is. You don't know how old Ray is. They're just two masked dudes having cool matches. That's how you should help his son out. That's my advice. No one wants to see a father and son wrestle each other. Only McMahon. They're like, man, everyone wants to see, families beat. No one wants to see families beat each other up unless there's some kind of whack.
Unless it's Shane McMahon beating up on Vince McMahon.
I mean, I don't even want to see that. Do you want? I know you're kind of like I'm just kidding, but do you want to see families beating each other up? You want to see a man beating his son up in the ring, or the son beating his dad up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I can pass on that.
Jerk off adventure. Wet girls are here. Lexar, stay away from these links here in the chat.
I'm not even on the chat. I'm on the Zoom app.
All right.
He's on the Zoom app right now.
All right. Incher, is that where Vic went? Did he go? Did he follow the webcam HD?
Oh no, I don't think Vic's doing that. Steven,
Yes.
let's get some more Raw report in while you.
Yeah, we got a lot of it so far.
Okay, the next thing was a
People are
tag team
begging for
match.
more.
Nikki and Rhea versus Queen Zelina and Carmella, the Destroyer, with her stupid looking mask on. Anyway, the Queen and Carmella won the match, defeating the champions. Again, terrible booking, but which leads me to, if I may interrupt my own Raw report with a little filibustering.
Now he's interrupting himself. We're trying to give him a shot. He's like, I don't know what to do. I'm used to Jack just talking over me. I got to talk over myself.
Yeah. The current state of the booking of women in WWE.
You got to keep them barefoot in the kitchen, I say.
Oh goodness, where's Jonathan Jackson with his canceled sign when we need him? Is that the rabbit that was dead? Is he come back to haunt us?
Rat.
That's the rat. Oh, okay.
I don't think I said this on the air, but I actually found a fully preserved rat skeleton in my basement.
Your basement's a
Let's
pretty
see
scary
it.
place, Jack.
Well, I'm not gonna get it right now, but I will get it at a future show if you want. All right,
Geraldine says, "Let's see it."
It's laid out. I was like, what is that? It was just laid out, like it must have laid down and just died and then rotted away, I guess. Now it's just a skeleton.
Where is it?
It's back behind here, actually.
Show it.
No, I'm not gonna get it.
Or just put it on, post a photo of it on your Facebook page.
All right, I'll do that later on.
Yeah, awesome.
It's kind of similar where the where the rabbit used to be, which I don't know, maybe it's still there.
Rabbit.
Left the dead zone then.
Yeah, you remember I had a dead rabbit down here? We used to talk about it.
Yeah.
Is that a sign of anything weird if you just have dead animals around?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're in the outfit that you're in right now.
Yeah. I should have made a rabbit hat.
Mhm.
I had some Chinese food earlier, and I
Speaking
want
of
to share.
roadkill.
I want to share my fortune cookie message with
Oh, okay.
everybody here. Here's my fortune cookie message.
Did you sell it? Sell your fortune? You
You'll
will
be hungry.
hungry again in 1 hour. I never found that to be true, to be honest, about they always say you eat Chinese food and you're hungry again. I've never found that to be true.
But that was just shocking whenever I opened up my fortune.
They're
cookie
being
and that's
racist
what
to
I got.
themselves. I can't believe Al Wu wrote that about his people.
Anyhow, Steven,
Yes.
So what were you going to filibuster about?
I'm gonna do some filibustering, if you will, on women's wrestling and WWE. Is it just me, or is almost 99.999% of the women's roster all being booked as heels that nobody cares about?
a good portion of them are.
I watch this show week after week after week, and SmackDown. And it just seems like every single woman is being booked. First of all, they're being booked poorly, and second of all, they're being booked as heels. And those women who are supposed to be baby faces, who we're supposed to cheer for, I'm just hating and despising every single time every single time they come on television. Basically, Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
She's been poorly booked as a baby face, and yet every single time she opens her mouth and speaks, she sounds like a natural heel. She should never have been booked as a baby face.
I've said that ever since I've seen her. She's a very talented wrestler, but she just seems like someone you're supposed to dislike. She comes off very arrogant when she comes in the ring.
Yes. And she's going up against a woman who, when she first came back, was given the loudest cheer when she came back.
Yeah, it's still mind-boggling to me that they would turn Becky heel so quickly.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, that she comes out and she beats Bianca so quickly, and then they're just like, let's just make her a heel. And I'm just like, why?
Maybe someone in whoever's booking WWE just thinks, women are unlikable.
Maybe.
Well,
and then you have
the prevailing notion, because every single person, even
Geraldine is a baby face within your head.
Yes,
we're all here to cheer
properly.
She might turn on us, though. You never know. She might turn on us.
Oh yeah,
flap around a little bit.
I don't know if it's just me, but maybe it's me too, Steven. Like, did this feel like 99 again when after what happened at SummerSlam when she came back? The finger poke of doom, that's the end of the women's division after that squash. So is that the reason why it's not been as big since WrestleMania main eventing once again with Bianca and Sasha?
Would you want to see that inch or a little finger poking, a little fingering with Becky and Bianca?
Well, we have an affiliate here in our chat room who's trying to promote some of that content.
I think I blocked him again, didn't I?
Oh, hopefully you blocked him.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Jack, I think it's very odd that they bring.
Is that what you're checking on your cell phone? Were you going and checking out this website?
Rick Rude's mustache is actually blowing me up right now.
He's blowing you?
Blowing me up.
Was that what's going on underneath the webcam there? He's
moving on. Anyway, so of all the women on Raw and SmackDown, who do you actually cheer for when they actually come on television legitimately? All I can think of is Nikki, not even Rhea.
Nikki? Nobody's cheering for Nikki. Look at Lexar. He's so bored. He's yawning about Nikki. He's like, oh, falling asleep.
Yeah, even horny Lexar doesn't get excited about Nikki Ash. So and he's ready to drop down, jerk off at the drop of a hat.
I feel that Nikki and Rhea are the female RK Bro.
What a terrible Rhea Ripley. Like they bring her up, she's champ, and now she's tagging with the cartoon character.
Mhm.
Everyone just gets
how
booked for shit.
how
Shotzi
the mighty
Blackheart
fallen,
made
man,
like a
because-
debut,
And she's a heel too, right?
and yeah, she was wrestling the match, I guess, as a face against Charlotte, but then she blamed Sasha for having her lose, and like Sasha was a heel last time I remember, and she
Yes.
starts beating up on Sasha. It's like, what the
That's what I
hell?
understand.
And then, so what did they do? Yeah, what did they do? They have Shotzi take on Charlotte on SmackDown, and Shotzi loses to natural selection. Charlotte pins her, and then she turns on Sasha, who is supposed to be a heel. So you have baby faces becoming heels, turning on another heel who's supposed to be now is Sasha supposed to
And
be
you
a baby
you
face?
can't come out in a big tank and be a heel.
Yeah,
If you ride out in a tank, you have to be like a goofy baby face. No one's gonna be like, oh, that fucking tank. Ah, they're pissed.
here's that damn tank again.
Which I'm
So-
fine getting rid of the tank. I mean, it's pretty dumb to me.
It
But
is pretty silly, yeah. I guess she's trying to be like Tank Girl or something. I don't know, but the
But
tank's
that's
not
what
right.
happened. She turned on heel Sasha. I guess you were supposed to feel sympathy for Sasha for getting beaten up, and yet
Yeah.
she's a heel.
Sasha's another one who I'm actually a fan of, but she's always come off like a heel to me, even
Mhm.
when they have her as a baby face.
It's she just kind of has that Tully Blanchard like
Yeah.
natural heel appeal about her. Like
I
she
agree.
just can't be liked. It's hard to,
I agree. I'm drinking RIP coffee. It's good.
Anyway,
R.I.P. coffee. Is that the rat poop?
No.
Or,
I have not drank that, the poop coffee.
Do you die after you drink that coffee?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Wow.
I'm so manly, I can overcome death.
oh my.
Like I got this, I was hit by a fall in a redwood tree and I just had this little scratch on my nose. Geraldine is back.
Love
Yeah,
that.
my internet is being shit tonight,
Nice.
Oh,
but I'm back.
Welcome back.
are you glad that Shotzi Blackheart is a heel on SmackDown now? Have you seen that? That was like the current discussion about her turning on Sasha Banks of all people, beating her down. She's a bad girl.
I like that.
Okay,
That
down
ma-
with it.
It makes no sense. You should be cheering somebody who's beating up somebody who cost them the match.
That's true too. Yeah,
You
if but like the way that she cost her the match, it wasn't. It really didn't seem like she did. She was like just cheering her on for the most part, from what I remember. But oh well, terrible stuff.
so
I even
Finn
wonder
Balor-
what Lexar is gonna think about this. What if Bailey comes back? What are they gonna do to her then? It's gonna be quite a few more months till she's back. If they're gonna have her.
I think when she comes back, Lexar will be excited because he likes her big booty.
Her booty, her face, her arms, her hands, everything.
Her arms, her hands, the whole package.
Very romantic, I think.
Hmm.
She's not just a pretty ass to Lexar. It's the whole package.
You got it.
That's what all women want to hear.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Geraldine. What's the total package?
Oh, sure.
But no, I'm actually a fan of her as well, Lexar.
Mhm.
But that'll be another heel unless she comes back as a babyface.
I think she'd be a baby face.
Because people will cheer when she comes back. People always cheer when someone comes back that's not been there for a while. I think she's someone who always works well either way. I think she's more of a natural babyface, honestly.
There's too many heels right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you need someone to cheer for.
Exactly. Not just Nikki Ash, because that's like who could cheer for her
Bad times.
bad times. I would like for all the heels to unite together and just beat the hell out of Nikki Ash. Just all of them beat up Nikki Ash.
You hate her that much?
Terrible.
I'm not a fan either.
Oh, it's a terrible gimmick. I mean, I'm almost a superhero, and she's trying to be all inspirational and just like.
I
Why
like
not
the
do
gimmick
that
when she
stuff?
was like a crazy girl. That was kind of cool, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the super. It's
That
really
actually
just. It
was
seems just like
better.
a bad copy of the Hurricane. That was like
Yeah.
15 years ago, or 20
But
years
it's
ago.
her, but it's her
it was like
gimmick.
15 years ago.
It's her gimmick. She thought of it first.
I
and
don't
picked
care
it.
who thought of it. People always
How-
keep telling me this every time I say it's bad. They're just like, "Well, it's her idea." It don't matter whose idea it is. It's bad.
Yep, it is bad.
It's a
every
copy of
idea
Molly
is-
Holly.
Every gimmick is someone's idea. Don't mean it's good.
And how does she get to come up with this god awful storyline? And she approaches Vince McMahon and tells him about this god awful shit, and he's like, "I like it.
Because he probably
Put
likes
it on
bad
TV. I like it."
I don't know. To me, it's a copy of Molly Holly's storyline.
Yeah, it's just that we've seen it before, and it's
Yeah,
not
I've seen
done
it
as well.
before.
Yeah,
Maybe like a younger generation or whatever haven't seen it, but like
yeah, but even the
I'm
name's
old,
bad.
you know?
Like at least Mighty Molly, that sounds like a superhero name. Nikki Ash doesn't. It just sounds stupid. She could be Nifty Nikki or something. Gotta have she needs a better name, a better costume if you're gonna try to pull this off. It looks very lame.
I kind of like the blue and gold thing. Blue and gold.
But that's just because you're getting sexually turned on.
Well,
I'm not
actually,
saying
who-
it's about
Is there any color scheme that she could come out with that you wouldn't be about, Lexar? So like teal and
blue, purple,
purple or
orange, or
she should
or-
be purple and black.
The purple and black attack.
Mhm.
I like
Or
it.
like
Purple and black go
Bright
together.
pink or something. I don't know. She just looks like she is cheering for the Lakers or something right now. So
If she
Hmm.
came out in yellow and red, Lexar would be all about that. The yellow
No,
red attack.
Nikki is from Holland or Ireland or whatever.
Well,
So when you call
yeah.
with her,
Close enough.
okay. So why don't she come out with those colors of the Scottish flag?
green and white.
Like a kilt,
Yeah, that
like this.
Just the colors of the Scotland flag.
Oh.
Oh my God, Geraldine, what happened to your hand? Jeez.
It's even funny you bring up blue, by the way. Like,
Oh, you've been in an accident?
this was what
No, I have carpal tunnel syndrome.
Oh, one.
And my hand is really, really bad because of work.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that. I hope it
I'm
feels
sorry
better.
for you.
I had surgery on this hand, but I need surgery on this one now, and
Wow.
it's kind of like it hurts.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, Lexar had a cast on his hand, but it was just overuse.
No, it's on my leg.
Oh, your leg, his leg.
No, please. You had a cast on your leg at one time. Not too long ago, too.
It wasn't a cast. They were wrapped in East bandage.
Same thing, sort of.
Yeah, I had my veins cut out. God made all these little incisions and pulled them out with hooks, like it was like I had a Hellraiser.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Do you wash?
Do I wash?
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm just this dirty guy who doesn't take baths or what?
She said, "Do you watch? Do you watch?"
The first surgery, I had it twice. The first surgery I did because they just did local anesthetic, and that one, so they cut like down by my knee and put this catheter up the vein from my knee up into the vein all the way up to my groin, and it had like this laser on, and they slowly pulled it out, and it fused the vein, killed off the vein, and fused it.
Oh.
So I watched that.
Wow.
And when they first did, it actually hurt because they didn't numb me enough. And so they had to numb. The second time they actually put me under because it was a more evasive surgery where they actually made like 15 cuts on one leg and 12 or something like that on the other. So that one I was actually out. So I didn't get to see it.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, I didn't get to save the veins either. That would have been good prize. I could have gave him out on the show. I would have sent you some of my veins.
Yeah, just put them in
Oh,
a jar.
lovely.
No,
Just put them in a jar and just show it to us.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would maybe it would have been a good prize. Maybe donations. If you donate to the site, you get one of my veins.
Jack just wants to give people his main vein, is what it is.
Well, I know you like me to only share that with you.
Yeah, but you don't. You haven't been very monogamous recently.
Even though you'll never see me, and then when we are in the same place, you refuse to. He won't even. Never mind, share a hotel with me. He won't even stay in the same hotel. I'm like, let's share rooms. Like, no, I'm going to stay at this hotel across the city. I'm like,
I think it was filled up the last.
Oh, now you're
I was
making
thinking of
excuses.
Indianapolis. I was thinking of Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That was. I think
Yeah,
it
that was your
filled up
excuse
when
at Indianapolis, but in Kentucky, you just like refused to stay in the same hotel. He wouldn't get in the hot tub with me. You wouldn't
He's
even
like, come
think
on,
about it.
and sure, get in the hot tub, please.
Geraldine, you'd get in the hot tub with me, wouldn't you?
Sure. Why not?
Have a good time.
Vic, would you get in the hot tub with Jack?
Sure, join
Yeah,
in.
yeah, it's fun. Lexar, you'd get in the hot tub, right?
Yeah, absolutely. With Jack, yourself, and Geraldine, have a little coffee.
Heady convention.
If Lexar's getting in the hot tub, I think I'm definitely out. Man.
Coffee in a hot tub? Like,
Yeah,
Why not?
I was
One
drinking
drinks-
bourbon at the time, straight bourbon in the hot tub, and I also had it was real
Some rum and coke.
I had real moonshine that was made like up in the mountains.
Moonshine.
That's one last time to drink, actually.
Jack's more hillbilly than I'll ever be. He's like,
True.
I got the moonshine in the hot tub.
You know, I thought about that too. I thought he was more hillbilly than you.
Exactly. He is. Look, he's got a Scoon hat on it.
He seems like he's more from like West Virginia, like deeper West Virginia.
What there? We got a witch here with us. Put her on the stake. This is very
Steven doing a raw
West
report or something?
Virginia.
Oh yeah, whatever. This is not a good look.
No,
Oh, all right. So you didn't want me to keep this look, I see.
no.
All right.
It
No
was
hot
killing
tub
you.
with this look.
Take a dump because you're looking like a skunk because it looks like junk.
All right, who we're with here?
Stephen Butler
So-
for this raw
So
review.
yeah, my filibustering is over, but I think so. Are they building towards Survivor Series where the champions are facing each other on each show? Like, is this going to be like Charlotte versus Becky? For
Series
Survivor
of
Series?
Survivor. Wow, wow, wow.
Now that would actually be an entertaining match where you'd think they'd have a legitimate baby face in Becky versus a legitimate heel in Charlotte, unless WWE totally screws it up and does the reverse. But because it's those two, I would actually looking forward to a match between those two. But like I said, filibuster is over. Let's get back to the Raw report. Finn Balor did not fall on his ass when he defeated Chad Gable in another entertaining match, and he used just a basic roll up,
The schoolboy.
a cradle.
Oh,
He used a cradle to win the match against, and I thought that was an entertaining one. Another good wrestling. I mean, just have a good wrestling match with no. Like Otis didn't interfere.
Now, Jack, let's say that you worked in the WWE. All right.
Mhm.
And your boss is like like Triple H or Shawn Michaels. Would you
Right.
dress up as them as your Halloween costume?
No. I saw this Finn Balor and his wife dressed up as DX for Halloween. To me, that's like a major ass kissing move. Like you're gonna dress up as your boss. I mean, intro for Halloween. I know sometimes in the privacy of his bedroom, he'll dress up as his boss myself. And you know what? Do you think Finn was banging his wife? So when his wife was dressed as Triple H, do you think he banged her? Wouldn't that be weird? He's like having sex with his wife who's dressed as his boss.
My mind is blown. That would be just the weirdest of weird, I think. And if Triple H, the wife dressed up as Triple H was on the bearskin rug.
She's using the sledgehammer on him.
Exactly.
Or maybe John Morrison dressed up as Dave Meltzer.
Yeah. Boy,
John
he's
Morrison.
really been buried since they broke up him and the Miz. They broke them up, and then the Miz went to do the TV show. But don't you think Morrison would have? They don't even try to like push him. He's just like
It
a
seemed
bum.
like they had some plans for him because they had a few spots where he was like.
Isn't he like
feuding with
wrestling
some
on like
people.
main event or something?
Yeah, that's where he was. That's where he is.
He's on
And
main
actually-
event now.
If you're wrestling on main event, they have no plans for you.
Yeah, but it looks like maybe Miz and Morrison will get back together because Miz
Well, why'd they
got
even break them
eliminated
up?
from Dancing with the Stars. So-
Why they break the Hurt business up? I mean, why do they do
I don't
it?
know. I don't know why they do anything.
Why does Vince think Nikki Ash is a good idea?
Oh, Lexar loves it. Lexar, you look pretty cute tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lexar went to wrestling this
Hey,
week.
Stop flirting with Lexar.
My buddy.
He's all about
Lexar
some
went to
Lexar.
wrestling this week. You got to
Did
see
he?
some hardcore action. He saw light
Yes, I did.
tubes and Japanese legends.
Mhm.
Onita.
Onita taking on an unknown to you guys, but if Johnson Jackson were here, he'd probably know in an instant.
I know the man.
Maxima.
I know.
I'm sure. Absolutely. You know all the indie wrestlers.
I know who he is. That's like I'm some dumbass here. I know who he is, bitch.
Awesome. So I think you saw the IWTV pay-per-view last Sunday. Onita versus Tremont exploding ring match. It made the rounds on the websites today.
Yeah,
So
the man's in the hospitalized after this match for at least a week.
Mhm.
I've been
Right,
hospitalized after doing In Your Head because I'm a hardcore podcaster.
Mhm. Your ears are burning, so you have to get treated for burns in your ears.
Man, this wrestling is supposed to be a work though. You're not supposed to actually hurt each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell that to Tremont and Onita and their fire and explosions and light tubes and barbed
So
wire.
were you loving it? I heard you got Lexard when you're there. Like a lady was rubbing herself on you.
Yeah, she actually hugged almost everybody.
Oh man.
Almost everybody she meets, she was hugging and like rubbing against each other.
I think there's a word for
Damn,
that.
what kind of wrestling show was this?
It's good times.
Whoa.
Jack. Good times.
When I hear hardcore wrestling, I thought you meant, hitting each other with weapons, not like, like some kind of
Porn.
pornography or something.
That's just between the female fan and
Lexar's got his own rats.
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I saw like in that same show in the undercard there was this hardcore battle royal, and one of the former ring announcers which turned himself into a wrestler. Yeah, he turned himself into a wrestler, and then after the match they had an intermission, and he was talking out with like 4 or 5 girls, and 4 or 5 girls, and
You got to get in this hardcore wrestling entry. You'll be getting all the women.
Oh wow. I need to be like Necro Butcher's son or something.
yeah, be like Nickel
Son
Butcher.
of the Necro Butcher.
I think you could pull it off, Fincher.
Mm.
You don't
Necro
need to
Butcher's
be
still
like,
alive.
yeah, but he's not doing very well.
Yeah, that's a shame. I heard like he was having some health problems. Get
You
well,
think-
Necro Butcher.
You think you'd be good at that entry, getting hit with light tubes and falling into mouse traps and stuff?
I don't think I'd like that very much. I mean, especially when they're like, here's your payment, and they give you like $20. Like, what? Excuse me? No.
And plus, you're wrestling in front of 50 people, 100 people.
Mhm.
It's not like a full stadium, a full arena size with like tens of thousands. No, it's just like maybe a 200, 300 people, 500 people, 50 people, whatever it was.
Buy any merch?
Actually, I have, which I'm going to show you right here, hopefully.
Merch.
Now, this set of merch came from Japan.
You went to
From Onita.
Japan?
No.
Making big
Onita,
screen
he
here,
brought
Jack.
brought his merchandise and memorabilia to the States.
Was
For
the
the fans
Yakuza
to buy.
there?
Huh?
Was the Yakuza there? The Japanese mafia? Anybody missing a thumb?
I don't think nobody was missing a thumb. I think the only person that's missing a couple limbs is Matt Tremont because he's been hospitalized right now. But I got this.
The hell is that?
What?
It's a barbed wire in a jar.
Barbed wire in a jar?
Yeah.
How much is
Wait.
that?
You see that?
I see
Yeah.
it.
Barbed wire in a jar.
Man, that's hard.
What match is that from?
Does it got blood? Looks like a blood stain there.
You
I
see
can
that?
sell that.
Yep, barbed wire in a jar. You see the FMWE from Onita's Japanese promotion.
And how much did you pay for that?
$25.
Oh,
Is it signed or?
No, how can you sign barbed wire?
was it like-
$25 to pay
Was
for
it
that.
used in a match or what?
Yeah, it's right here on this label.
Nice.
Second show from FNWE. It's a bunch of I don't know if you could read that though.
No, it's
No.
blurry.
I'm gonna start selling my shirts. $30.
All right, I'm gonna start selling my underwear.
Barbed wire rope explosion
I will sell my underwear $50.
Whoa!
yeah.
plus barbed wire baseball
Sign.
bat explosions.
Sign-
the
are they
table
washed or unwashed?
explosions, barbed wire barricade, landmines explosion with triple bomb death match of hell in
Oh, damn!
Osaka, Japan.
That depends.
this- So this barbed wire was from Japan in that match.
Oh,
Dang.
geez. You should pull it out and gig yourself like across the head with it.
No,
Looks like it's got like a power cord with it or something. Like was it electrified or something?
explosions.
Oh, that was for the explosions. Okay,
Yep,
cool.
That's pretty cool.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
You ought to take that to Pawn Stars.
why?
Try to sell it to Chumley. See if he wants to buy it. Chumley.
God, so you watch you like The View and stuff, but you don't know who Chumley is?
I think I watched Pawn Stars once because Mick Foley was in it, and that's all my interest in Pawn Stars. So then I
That's
could have
a
watched
way
it.
better show than all that bullshit you watch. Phil Donahue and
That's
Morton Downey
Jack's
Jr. and
I
stuff.
watch
doppelganger.
other shows besides talk shows.
Chumley.
I watch Hoarders.
Hooters?
Orders.
Oh, Hoarders.
Hoarders. Hooters.
How about a Hooter hoarder?
I'll watch that too if there was one.
You
I
would
heard
be that one. If
I heard
I
the
watched,
Hooters girls got like new outfits, and they're all appalled that it was like a higher cut shorts.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you going to refuse to go there now?
No, I'm. I think if you're going to Hooters, I mean, I think everybody knows what they're getting themselves into. So.
I've never been to Hooters.
I can't work at Hooters
Why not?
because my boobs are not that big.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm more of an
Yeah.
ass man, so it's.
What I hear about Hooters, you don't need like large breasts to work at Hooters.
And what do you
could
need
be
then?
like, you could be like almost look like Geraldine and still work. But the only thing is you cannot have that many tattoos. So Geraldine has so much
Really?
tattoo.
Boy, they're
She
Yeah,
like
wants
I'm
to
they're,
retire.
they're back. They're like back in the 50s or something.
I am way too tattooed for them.
Although
You're like, you
Geraldine
can pull your tits out, but don't have a tattoo. What the hell kind of place is this?
Geraldine kind of looks
Stupid.
cute in a Hooters outfit though. By the way, at Hooters, they had new shorts designed for the Hooters.
Yeah.
I'm going to
girls.
open my
I'm
restaurant
talking
called
about.
Ball Sacks, and it's going to be guys in Speedos with their ball sacks hanging out.
I am gonna buy a Hooters shirt and wear it on just for
Yeah.
the hell of it.
Wear those new short shorts that show your ass now.
Hell yeah.
I'm in agreement with Lexar on this one. That's a good idea, I think. The idea we can all get behind, literally. All right.
Maybe I'll try my best for you guys this Sunday when I.
You're going to Hooters?
No.
Oh. What are you doing
Well,
Sunday?
I've got the Queen of Extreme, Francine, and the one that's made back in the day with Velvet Sky were her ass days. So I'll be meeting them for the first time for In Your Head.
Oh, very
My
good.
bad.
Cool.
Yep.
Excellent.
You got a song planned for Francine?
Oh, you bet your ass I do. Everything's always all prepared.
Very good. That'll be a good time. Where's that at?
Oh, it's gonna be a Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the first one. I don't think you've done any, have you, Jackie? Or Vic?
No, not Comic Cons.
No. Yeah, so this will be the first time to attend. We'll see how it plans out.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Yep.
What's on Mr. Schiavone's mind?
Well, I watched a little bit of Raw this week.
Vincent
Actually,
told me he loved it.
it actually was pretty good.
Mhm.
Best
better.
Raw ever.
But I want to hear what Steven had to think of it.
Oh, I thought Steven finished the Raw report. He did.
Oh no, almost,
Oh.
almost.
He's probably a quarter of the way through it.
No, I'm almost finished. So actually the Street Profits seem to be going down the ladder here because they lost to the Dirty Dogs. Dolph
The
Ziggler
Dirty
and Robert
Dogs.
Roode they're going up.
They're jobbing to the Street Profits?
No,
I mean,
the
the
Dirty
Street
Dogs beat them.
Profits. Yeah, okay, wait a minute. The other way around.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Street Profits are one of the main teams.
I know, but
I
it's
like
like, why are
Street
they
Profits.
losing? Why are the Dirty Dogs beating them is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
I said it wrong when I first
Yeah.
said it.
Well, they should be a main team, the Dirty Dogs.
Mm-hmm. And your boy T-Bar was on TV again in a no disqualification match against Damian Priest. Who's now
I heard
doing-
Damian Priest doesn't do the arrow anymore.
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
just cut that out.
Now he's doing some crazy eyes. That seems to be his thing every week now. Is he his opponent does something and then Damian Priest gets crazy eyes and he goes wild and they had this
Hulk, that's his version of hulking up.
I guess so. Yeah. So your boy T-Bar lost the match.
Damn it. T-Bar's the money. T-Bar and Shanky are going to main event WrestleMania next year.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Are
my
you-
prediction.
That's your. No, I don't know if that one's coming true.
Shanky will win the Royal Rumble, and T-Bar will win
Cállate, no.
the elimination
No.
chamber, and that'll be the big main event. T-Bar versus
No.
Shanky.
I quit watching wrestling if that happened.
Be the biggest. That'll be bigger WrestleMania than Hogan Andre.
That's the
Better.
main.
I think that the Royal Rumble should be won by somebody new.
Yeah, Shanky.
Not Shanky.
Beer.
Shanky.
Not
Shanky.
Veer or Shanky.
Shanky.
I think it should be
T-Bone,
like
T-Bone.
like Damian Priest or like somebody else.
Ashley.
Sheamus.
Ashley. What's her name? Ashley Ass. Or whatever?
Ashley Ash or
Yeah.
Nikki Ash. That's it.
Yeah, Nikki.
I kind of wanted to try my
I-
best to make a Shanky
I think
cheer.
Bailey's
whenever I
gonna
go
win
to
the women's
Raw.
Royal Rumble.
Bailey, that'd be good. Who do you want to win the Royal Rumble there? Who are you, Lexar?
Hmm. Maybe. I don't know. I get maybe Ricochet, I guess.
Ricochet. He's just a bum.
Hasn't been on TV.
It'll be a nice boost. By the way, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle has brand new theme music. It's just combination of their both themes together.
My baby
Right, Steven?
Randy.
I can't stand Riddle.
I love Randy. Fuck Riddle.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it was with RKO, rated RKO, if you remember back then when they mixed their songs together.
Yeah, but theirs suck. This one's okay.
All right. Anything else before we go to the questions?
Okay, let me finally end the Raw report.
All right.
Um,
I'm sorry that keeps interrupting.
So,
Not bad.
Big
not
E
bad.
in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Big E, the WWE champion, took on Kevin Owens. Sort of babyface versus babyface match with, and he beat him. And he beat Kevin Owens to end Monday Night Raw.
No. I heard he cut a promo that was like mentioning like his friends in AEW and that his contract might be up soon or something like that. I read that anyways.
Yeah, I've been saying that on the show for a while that it looks like he's probably going to be leaving in the new year.
He's going to
He'd be a good fit.
Who could blame him? I mean, WWE's not ever going to like
No,
let
and
him
he's
get
been really
anything
over at
much
times.
further.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Jericho back together, you know? I mean, I know Jericho doesn't want to rehash a lot of things, but they'd have to do that, wouldn't they? I mean, because that was a huge feud. Kevin Owens taking on Chris Jericho. I mean, they'd have to revisit that, I think.
What is this quote? I just see this quote here. It's posted in the group that Lexar made, I guess, during the show. All women look at Jack in total disdain. When did you say this? Isn't it very nice here? All right.
He cannot explain his actions. He's trying to mastermind a takedown of Jack.
I got a question though. If you could, I know Halloween's over, but this could be work. If you could turn any horror movie character into a real life person and will kill people for real, who would you want to? Who would you want to? Yes.
Say what?
Any horror movie character that will like kill people in movies and all that stuff.
In
if it
real
turned
death,
to
Jack.
real life.
If I could
Hellraiser.
kill, hold on. Say this again. I'm sorry, Lexar. I have to really pay attention here. Now, what you're saying?
If you could turn any horror movie character into a real life person and kill people for real, who would it be?
Well, I don't want to kill anybody.
No,
Hellraiser.
like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface,
Hmm.
Chucky. Maybe a doll come to life and actually kill people for real.
I like the Hellraiser one because like you could have a conversation with Pinhead. Like
Hell
you couldn't
yeah.
sit around with Jason. He's just like this,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pinhead's a good one.
I kind of find a very underrated one. People don't talk about briefly with a couple of sequels. Maybe the genie from Wishmaster.
Yeah.
The gene. You freak. Incher, how about you? Who do you want to bring? The guys from Wrong Turn.
No.
They're already real anyway. They're like your neighbors.
Jack, I would
Pluto
like
from
to
Hills
bring,
Have Eyes. What?
I would like to bring back not Pluto from the Hills Have Eyes, but I would like to bring none other than Leprechaun. Leprechaun, baby. You can't tell me that wouldn't be awesome, though. The little leprechaun was running around killing people. Come on, you know you like it.
I just try to get the gold, but no, I hate the
But you would
Leprechaun.
die if you tried to get the gold, Jack, because he wants his gold.
Do you believe in leprechauns? Do your family? Because I know you're Irish. Is that part of like your heritage?
We don't talk about that.
Which is more? Which is more
We
close
don't
to your
eat
heart?
Lucky Charms in this house. It terrifies us.
When your parents first saw Leprechaun, were they horrified?
I don't think my parents have ever watched Leprechaun.
Like, why did they
I
do
can't
this?
see them just be like, this looks like a good movie. that movie would not be their prime time viewing. No.
The troll.
The Troll.
Troll from Troll 2. All right. That's a good question. How about you, Lexar? Who you want to bring back? And who do you want to kill? You're not going to kill us, are you?
I don't know.
Oh.
Want to kill nobody. Well, maybe a few people that I know personally.
Whoa.
Could you imagine the news reports though if like a leprechaun was going around killing people? Just like I mean that would be funny.
Are midgets technically leprechauns?
Kind of.
Hey, I ain't
They're
saying-
born
I
in
ain't-
Ireland.
Hey, I ain't talking about any of that stuff now.
Man,
Come
I
on.
saw a midget
Come
in
on.
real life the other day.
Oh my god, he's going. Jeez, he's running with this.
I didn't know they existed until I actually saw one in reality.
Hey, I ain't on this stream. I don't know what you're all talking
I'm
about.
putting them over. Let's see what God is so friggin' snowflake inch over here. All right, anything else
No, I
on
was
the
doing a show with Dave Chappelle here.
anything else before we get to the questions?
Well, I did have one thing I wanted to bring up for you all guys. Like, what were you guys? I'm solely shocked still that we're in November, but
No,
Are you
not
all-
November.
are
So
you
none
actually
of this,
surprised?
Lexar. Incher. No, not
What?
November.
Well, I was saying, like,
No one's
are
half
you
the
at all
battle.
surprised?
What? So I'm sorry, Songman.
Yeah, I think, are you all surprised that this hasn't been a big year at all? Which I'm not disappointed at all, but we've not seen any talent get brought up to the roster, which is a good sign. For example, for NXT bringing up new talent, like you said, we're having all heels, and they're not bringing any new faces. And from NXT, like you said, you
Well,
think
didn't Chauncey Blackheart just debut?
Well,
She
yeah,
just-
she did.
She's been up for a while, but like,
Yeah,
yeah, they
Oh.
haven't really used her much.
Yeah.
Well, the other girl that was with her, who was it? Tegan Knox, I think.
yeah, she's not even been on that much. And well,
Yeah.
actually, I was interrupted though earlier, but
I'm
if you remember
Not
correctly,
that
2
shit.
we
weeks
don't
ago,
interrupt people
Yeah.
here.
if it was 2 weeks ago, if I remember, she was supposed to come on, but she hasn't. There's not been any sign with Mia Yim. If you know what I
No?
mean.
Mhm.
like she's not even been on since the draft came when she was scheduled. So I don't know what the schedule with her.
We'll find out.
Yeah. She used to be like in the Redemption people. She was like
Well, she's gonna get time
Resolve or
off.
something was her name.
She's gonna get time off. I
A
know.
Resolution or what was her name?
I don't know. Some bullshit.
Revolt. Recharged.
Reboot.
Recollection.
Rotary. Whatever.
I don't know what her name was.
All right, let's get to these questions.
Question time.
Laquan Vanderpool Higgins wants to know: will Hangman Page defeat Kenny Omega at Full Gear? At first, I would have said no, but I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna still say no.
Maybe.
I say no. I don't
I don't think
Daniel
so,
Bryan
but
will.
maybe.
It's good that you don't know, though, for sure.
I think the Hangman's going to beat him.
Really?
He's going to beat him.
I don't think so.
Should he start bringing a noose and hanging people since he's the Hangman?
Yeah.
Maybe just play the game, Hangman.
Maybe.
Like, I'll take an A.
That's an intense game of Hangman if it's like for real.
That
Like,
would
there's
be
really
interesting.
somebody on
Yeah.
the rope. It's like, please save me.
You ever lynch anyone injured?
No.
All right. Oh,
Jeez.
yeah. Is that illegal in West Virginia? To hang
Probably.
people?
It's illegal, Jack. Yes. Yes.
Would you bang Brian Knobbs if it meant you would go into the WWE Hall of Fame?
Oh, well, that's just a plus, though. WWE Hall of Fame, ain't it?
Yeah, I would not. Would you have sexual intercourse with Brian Knobbs to get into the WWE Hall of Fame?
No.
I'm saying no. I don't know. I guess everyone else they're pleading the fifth, which means they would totally do it. What Ring of Honor talent needs to go to All Elite Wrestling?
The Briscoe brothers.
That's what I said earlier, Briscoes. They'd have a lot of great dream matches.
Yeah.
Briscoes FTR, Briscoes Young Bucks, Briscoes Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
The
I
whole
would totally love to see Briscoes versus the Elite.
Yeah, and Moxley. I think they'd be really good. Moxley and Kingston. There's lots of things that people haven't seen. A lot of dream matches. I would
really like to see them in a bigger promotion than ROH.
Yeah, me too. And I think this, they're getting to an age where this would be, probably their last shot, at a big time. So I'd like to see it.
I would like to see Jay Lethal in AEW. I think he would be a great addition. I even said that would be like a dream match back in the day. Maybe Jay Lethal taking on Kenny Omega. I think that would be good. And then Mandy Leone, she needs to come and show all the AEW girls how to wrestle.
Who?
The exotic goddess, Mandy Leone. Lexar.
Is this a real person?
Just don't look at me like you're confused. You know who Mandy Leone is.
Just
I've been
a
watching
name you
Wanda
just
all my
made up.
life.
I didn't make it up. Mandy Leone. She was in the Beautiful People faction
Andy
for.
Rose?
No.
Velvet Sky?
She was with them. She was one of the girls in the Beautiful People in ROH for a little while.
Speaking of beautiful people, Marilyn Manson, he's a Christian again.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
I assume it's just, because
Gimmick.
he's got a lot of bad allegations against him. So it's like, hey, now I'm Christian.
Yeah, I'm Christian now.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Anyone else have a Ring of Honor talent they'd like to see? Lexar doesn't even know who they
I
are.
think he goes over to his buddy's house,
I know Chirito.
Ted DiBiase, and they
Did you say you want to eat a burrito?
no Marilyn Manson. Like they go and
No, I
pray
thought
together.
Lexar said he wanted to eat a burrito.
now you're
No,
just being
I
racist,
know
man. God.
JB still
Oh,
likes it.
okay. So what?
He
What
does
did
a-
you say
he
about
does a good-
Manson?
I said
does
Marilyn
good little
Manson. He probably goes over it and praises the Lord with Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, exactly. Paul Fluid. Why do Vince and Bruce think it's all right? It's right to get baby faces over by beating them all the time. I don't think they know how to get anyone over anymore.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, this is something I talk about every week. Why do they insist on ignoring fans when they refuse to accept the heel as a heel? Yeah, I don't know. That's another thing I forgot. I did want to mention about this Cody stuff. I'm normally a fan of Cody, but this promo did not work with me when he just comes out and says, I will not turn. Like, you can't just say, I'm not going to turn. You can't just come out and say, I'm not going to turn heel. Like,
yeah.
that's just,
That just tears down the fourth wall there. Yeah.
What is, if someone's not like super inside, what the hell do they even think he's talking about? Like, what the fuck's this mean?
Mhm.
I was not a fan of that. Why the difference between AEW and WWE is in this regard is that AEW fans cheer everyone they like, whether it's a heel or face. See, I don't agree with this either. I still think you should push people's baby faces that they're cheering and make people heels that they boo, because seeing Cody get booed all the time is not good. Britt Baker being cheered all the time as a heel is not good to me. Yeah, you just go with it. Go with the fans. They're equally as bad on both shows. You should go with the crowd.
Well, I want to say equally as bad because I mean,
I mean the idea. I understand one's more guilty of it, the other. But in both promotions, when the crowd is cheering for the babyface constantly or booing the heel, cheering the heel constantly or booing the babyface constantly, and they continue to keep them in that position. It doesn't matter to me which promotion it is. That is dumb. That's dumb and not. It doesn't. It's not good to do. Christian Keller, who's this guy? Oh, Lexar wants to know, when was the last time Jack and Incher what? Oh no. When's the last time Jack and Incher watched an indie show in full? New England Championship Wrestling. I used to go to it before pandemic, but then pandemic put an end to it. And they used to do it every month at the Kingston Mall in a bowl. And it was pretty cool. It was not a bowling alley. It's a restaurant that has a bowling alley and arcade. And so they set the ring up in the middle, and then you could rent a table. And so you could set the table. So me, my mom, my brother, and his girlfriend all rented a table, and they'd bring food to the table and you watch wrestling. It was a good time.
Geez, it's been a long
go
time.
to your table and use your food.
No.
Your food as a weapon.
No.
Like in full, it's been a long time since I've seen a whole wrestling show.
Really?
Like I did go to that Madman Pondo match, but I don't think I got there at the very beginning. So
you're just a big shot. You just walk in. I'm just here to see Madman Pondo. Fuck all you other J Brones. You just walk out.
No, I was a little late. It's been probably a couple of years.
Man, you're just late all the time. You gotta start showing up on time.
Yeah, I was here tonight on time.
Would Incher use his signed fork as a weapon? Interesting.
Depends if I had to.
Do you think you could kill a man with a fork?
I don't know about a plastic one, but like
a
real one, yeah, probably.
Yeah. What kind of weapons do you
that.
What was that? Poke out an eye? Yeah. What weapons do you fantasize using on Jack as a weapon?
Oh, just maybe like a steamroller.
Whoa. Very violent. I only fantasize about
a train. Like I wish I had my own train that I could just go.
You saying you want to run a train on me? What the hell's going on here?
Exactly.
Urias Tosh. What active wrestler would you like to see have an acting career like Roddy Piper or Terry Funk? Maybe
Acting career.
MJF.
I liked his line about Gordon Ramsay going to WWE because it's been stale and it's been raw for years. I thought that was a pretty good line.
Yeah.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay was looking all jacked, that's for sure.
What?
Gordon Ramsay, like he had a picture of Gordon Ramsay taking off his shirt, and he looks like he had a pretty good build on him.
He was a
Robert-
soccer player.
He was?
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
was? No, I didn't know that. I don't know much about him.
That's why he looks so ripped and stuff.
I'm a fan. Robert
Hey, that's
Budson.
another soccer player I'll know from now on. Like Gordon Ramsay, Pele, Beckham.
And Lexar.
That's the only soccer players I know.
Robert Budzinski, do you enjoy making poop in new places? I like to mark. I prefer marking my territory, but I do like to publicly urinate in new places. Like, and whenever I'm in a new city, I like to go find and just pee somewhere. There's a nice feeling. You're out in nature. You got the breeze. You got a little cool breeze on your nether regions, and there's something primal about this is mine now. I own it. You're one with nature, with the animals, and you're just like boom.
Hence why Jack has he likes to fly.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to sit there and unbuckle it, do all this bullshit. Just whip it out and pull it back up.
I don't know
I
nothing
guess
about
like,
that.
like you wouldn't have any danger of like your pants falling down if you had to make a run for it.
Exactly. That's a good point. Good point.
See, it may be flapping in the wind, but
Mhm.
your pants aren't going to fall down.
Exactly. Maybe me and Geraldine somewhere just want to, get in and get out. And, Lexar's giving me a weird look.
He's mad.
I've seen that many times.
Oh, Lexar's getting me.
If looks could kill.
Lexar, have you voted in your local state and city governor and mayor elections? Yes, I have.
No,
I've never voted.
I know nothing about politics. It doesn't interest me because I know it doesn't matter what you vote for. So why waste my motherfucking time?
I say get involved. Do your duty.
Nah, I'm good.
I don't do my duty.
But then you can't complain.
I don't do politics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do I ever complain?
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying you can't. Then in the future, if you don't get involved, and you can't be like, well, what the fuck's this guy? And if he didn't even vote,
I'm not a very political person. I don't hardly even follow politics.
John Garabedian, will Incher go out hunting with his gun for turkeys for all the In Your Head listens to mail to them for Thanksgiving? I've heard
Looking at a
honestly
job
that
turkey right now.
from what I understand, wild turkey really isn't the greatest. Like, because I have a lot of wild turkeys here. You primarily eat the thigh meat from wild turkeys because they don't have the giant breast, because when they're farm raised, they raise them to have the big breast because you eat the breast meat. And so the wild turkey is gamier, and you eat mostly the dark meat.
No.
But I don't know. I've never had them. So I don't know.
No, I don't plan on going out hunting for a turkey. I've never shot an animal in my life. And if I did, I'd probably cry my eyes out. Because I'm a big wuss.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I mean, I used to fish, so I guess there's a difference. I've seen chickens butchered and stuff when I was younger, because my family owned butcher shop in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? This is also Lexar. Would you look for love online and look for a soulmate in another country? It's a very deep question.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hmm.
I want an Asian man.
Asian.
Asian.
Yeah. I like Chinese food.
So you want him to cook for you?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I had tonight was Chinese food. So.
There isn't any Chinese restaurants over in Buffalo.
You just go, yeah, go hang out and like ask the guys, hey, do you make good kung pao chicken?
I could see Lexar going to all the Chinese places in Buffalo, just waiting. It's like,
You like the Asian ladies, Lexar?
I'm Asian.
Okay.
There's an Asian guy that works with me. He's funny.
Is it Al Ul from the chat room? How about you,
Talk
Lexar?
about Power Rangers a lot.
Would you look for love online and a soulmate in another country?
Probably not. I just saw an episode of Dr. Phil about this woman trying to find love and he fell for a guy in Nigeria. But he lives in a
she got conned.
Yeah, she got conned. But the guy that he is dating, he lives in a very dangerous place in Nigeria. So they can't go out anywhere because his neighborhood is so dangerous.
Oh, damn.
And a guy who thought he was looking for a nice 20-year-old online, it turns out that somebody just posted a picture of her without her consent.
This is catfishing.
Catfishing. So he thought he was talking to a single girl, but it turns out she didn't know. She was made a profile online.
I'm really an 80-year-old man, and I just use holograms here trying to catfish the audience.
You know, way back in the day when like the chat room started and stuff like that, there was a girl catfishing guys with my picture.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
Is that flattering in a way? You're like, hey, my picture got all these dudes to hook up with this guy. I don't know.
I don't know if it was a girl or a guy, whatever the fuck he was. I don't know. I never find out, but it was just weird.
Be careful. Lexar knows this. You gotta be careful on the internet.
It's like why somebody wants to be you to like attract people knowing it's not
story of my life, man. They see this face and they're like, I'll get all the women with this handsome man.
It's like this is the way I look. How you see it right here. This is the way I look. Oh.
You probably got a lot of guys out there just like in love with you, and they're like, I must find this girl. And then,
actually, there's a lot of guys that tell me I am like rare looking, like exotic.
Like uncooked? Oh,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess because I'm not white, but I am white skin, so I don't know.
Lex, I want to know, did Jack do anything sexual in the Boston hotel room?
He almost took a nude selfie in the mirror.
Did that turn you on? It was weird though, because I'm laying so I lay down in the bed, and so I'm just sitting on my phone. I look up, and the mirror is right in front of the bed. Like you can just sit there and see yourself. And it's like, I don't want to lay in bed and just see myself laying here.
Well, turn around then.
What, lay it on my face?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just there in my boxers. At the time, no one else was in the room. And, you know, so stuff's like poop poking out and stuff. And I don't want to see that. It's just weird looking down and just see, like, you know, what the hell kind of hotel room is this?
Maybe that was Mitten's hidden camera.
Could be. Mitten hooked me up.
Yeah, he put a hidden camera in the room. He's like,
the room itself is not very big, which is fine, but the bathroom is huge. The bathroom is like as big as the room. It's a giant walk-in bathroom and a big giant walk-in shower, which is really nice.
I guess they still film porn there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I had a good time.
You probably slept in the bed where two porn stars just made love on each other on camera.
I don't think it's called making love when it's in a pornographic film.
Love.
And
Yeah,
what's
it's
it
like
called?
doing,
Sex?
it's like having sex.
There you go.
Do you when you go to the strip club, Lexar, do you ask the strippers like, hey baby, can you come over and make love to my lap?
Now, here's what they do. They come from behind while you're watching the TV or looking at your phone or looking at other strippers on the stage there. They come and like
Pick your
touch you on the
pocket.
back and
Oh.
your shoulders and say, hey, baby, do you want a lap dance? So
Whoa.
they're very sneaky.
Like, hey,
Like,
baby, you want a lap dance?
yeah, exactly what Geraldine said. Yeah, there you go.
Lexar's
That's
getting
exactly
excited now. Do you ever take him up on it?
Depending on how they look.
How much does a lap dance run you?
$20.
20
Each.
bucks? That seems pretty cheap.
$20 for
Each?
5
What do you get? Do you get like multiple women giving you a lap dance?
Just one person per each. I'm not sure on other strip clubs because I haven't been there. But my brother has for his bachelor party.
Here's my hotel room. I don't know what we were doing, but
What is that?
that's my hotel room.
You got 2 beds?
Yep.
That's tiny.
I know the room was tiny. There was only one chair.
I didn't know Stephen Butler was in the same hotel room.
That's not Stephen Butler. Let's see here. Where were we? Has Entra lived in a house in the middle of nowhere?
No, I don't live in a house in the middle of nowhere.
It's on the
Like
outskirts.
one
of
of those, like he
Nah.
lives kind of like in a setting like from Wrong Turn. That's how I picture it.
That's how I picture Entra too.
You've been to my house. You should know where I live.
Yeah, it's I almost said the address.
But
Wrong Turn.
I've always like lived in the city, so I've never lived on the outskirts of town.
When you belong to the city, you belong to the night. Living in something of darkness between the behind something moonlight. I don't know. Street light. Whatever.
I don't.
Dollar Steven. What wrestling swerve shocked you to the core of your being?
What?
What wrestling swerve shocked you to the core of your very being? Hogan turning on Hogan joined the NWO was pretty big at the time.
I'm gonna say. Let's see. What's a good one? I'm gonna say
When Miz was eating by the zombies.
Andre turning on Hogan. When Andre challenged him.
Oh, I was thinking of the old collar Andre. But yeah. Whatever happened to that guy? Used to say hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's still on the phone saying hello.
Hey. If you're out there, Andre, I'll zoom in sometime. I'd like to see you. I saw Intra was chatting with her old friend Swax.
He started texting me on Skype, and I was just like, well, he's still talking to me.
Yeah.
I know Jack might be upset with me if I start
Do
getting.
you think I'm jealous or something? Like I don't. I'll let you talk to other fellas, just as long as it doesn't go too far.
He did ask, what time is the show and where do you do it?
Does he know how to use Zoom? I doubt he wants to be seen.
He said,
He can put it back on his face or something.
He said we should go back to using Mixler, I
You
think.
can't. No, we're not doing that.
I was just like, but we were on YouTube and we got it all going and it's easy. And it's like, go back to Mixler.
No.
I like Mixler.
Gotta get with
I'm
the
thinking
time.
he must have been banned.
I'm actually kind of happy that Swax, live your life, stay on the Mixler.
He
I
said
say it's good.
He seemed to have problems with signing into
That's a
YouTube.
surprise.
I'm thinking he was banned from Google or something.
I sense hate.
I mean, he's nothing against him. He's a good guy, but he's not the brightest man in the world. So I don't know.
I think if you say you have nothing against him, but you sound like you do.
Yeah, he's a good man, but
Like he's a good man, but
Mm-hmm. I mean, I hope he's doing well in life. I just don't need to ever talk to him again. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know him, so I can say anything about him.
This is how it's
I
called.
can try to get him on if you want.
Oh,
I feel the hate.
You want me to get him on?
no. You can try to get him off if you want.
I
No, that's
feel
not-
the hate.
That wasn't on the table, Jeff.
Under the
That was
table.
not. See, look at him. He's trying to change the subject no matter
Yeah.
what.
He's kind of like touching his hat and shit.
I'm playing
feel
with
the
the
hate.
tail. They were saying when I had it this way, it's just like that guy had like a crazy like a toupee on.
It does look like kind of like a toupee.
Just turn you on, anybody?
I still say I sense the hate.
I love everyone here on the show right now.
Swax is
You love us.
Swax is a pretty hard call to get through. So.
Yeah. Makes me want to just quit life.
Is it like Tasso? Like Tasso?
No, he's not like criminally insane or something, but he's like he talks like this.
There's a lot of
Criminally
opinions
insane?
about female wrestling. So it's
Yes. Well,
Also,
Jack. Go
He
on,
also said that he also said he wants to camp out in front of the ECW arena and just like stand there and just stare at it.
Michael.
That's fucked up.
Like,
Yeah.
you could do that kind of. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't really need anyone else's permit. He could just go hang out and look at it if he wants.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he lives in Philly, so
Yeah, maybe him and Shaheen can get together and go hang out at it.
maybe.
I still sense the hate.
I love Swax.
No, you do not.
That was a very, very lame attempt at reverse psychology.
No, I'm not.
Swax and Miss Destiny.
Ew.
Well, Jack and Annabelle pay tribute to the TBS version of Dinner and a Movie. Probably not. Does Incher care about wrestling ratings more than Jack does?
Probably not. I don't really pay that much attention to the
No, I
ratings.
don't understand fans' obsession with, or even like why, besides the idea of like, I want my promotion to do well and I don't want it to get
Yeah.
canceled. I don't understand why anyone cares.
That's about the extent of mine. I kind of hope that AEW does better in the ratings than WWE, but
Right. But I don't sit there like
Yeah, I
every
don't-
week. Oh,
yeah.
it went up, whatever. I don't know. I don't get. I don't know. I care about if I like it or
yeah.
not. Christian wants to know. I found out that Jujubee watches daytime talk shows. Are you disappointed in Jujubee?
Daytime talk shows. Well, like which ones?
Jerry Springer.
I guess Springer,
I watched Jerry Springer.
Phil Donahue.
I love Jerry.
Bill Donahue's the one.
I don't know. This is a genre I've never watched. I don't know anything about. So
Speaking
yes,
of Donahue,
I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Jujubee.
Speaking of Donahue, though, that we had another episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
We
and-
did.
And Phil Donahue, they mentioned him. One of his.
I didn't
segments.
I haven't watched this episode yet because without power, then I was away till yesterday.
I'm going to say it. I didn't think this was a very strong episode. It's like it's an interesting topic, but I think they tried to squeeze a whole lot at the end, and it just kind of just mushed together. And I didn't think they did a very good job of explaining things. But yeah, you definitely watch it, but it's not. I didn't think it was a very good episode. There were some good parts in it, like them talking about Vince showing up in a neck collar and all that. I thought that was pretty good. But yeah. So when you get a chance to see it, watch it.
I will watch it. Yeah, I'll
Love
probably
it.
watch it soon. All right. Let's see here.
Is they had a McDivitt on there, Jeremy McDivitt.
Yeah, that was pretty shocking that he agreed to do the interview, I think.
Yeah. So he was on there. So that's probably one of the most compelling parts. And Dave Meltzer's part was kind of interesting.
Which WWE or AEW secondary show is more watchable, Dark or Main Event? I actually don't watch either one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
lame.
can't really say.
Who cares?
I agree with Geraldine. Don't care, so I don't watch them.
I give a
If
fuck.
people like them, that's cool, but I don't watch them.
Yeah, I hardly ever watch them, so
I've never watched an episode of either one. How about you, Lexar? Which one are you loving?
Actually, I don't like either one because one of them takes too long, and with
Yeah,
pointless-
Dark's like 5 hours or something, isn't it?
Yes, and plus it's full of jobber versus superstar matches.
Yeah.
Main event is just only 2 matches, but they have like a review of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, and you already watch it. You don't need to review it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch like John Morrison takes on whoever, a jobber, beer or whatever.
I'm with
That
you.
jobber is going to win. So
Robert Budzinski, do you feel safe changing in front of Dobbs?
I don't think I would.
I feel so. I'll change right here in front of everybody.
Take it off.
If Incher and Jack were to get hit,
Oh, wait a minute.
whoa!
Watch out there, Lexar. I don't think Lexar was looking.
So rewind the video, Lexar.
Too late. You
some
guys
boobies.
missed it.
If Incher and Jack were to get hitched and start a family, what wrestler would you hope to become the surrogate mother for your child? So, Incher, if we get married, me and you, what woman wrestler do we want to inseminate with our seed to grow our love child?
Probably Nyla Rose.
Really?
Oh, Rose is a man. Come
I'm just trying to get Incher to have my butt baby.
What?
Very perplexed now.
I don't know. Mandy Rose. How about Mandy Rose? Liv Morgan.
I don't know.
She cute.
Maybe Chris Statlander.
I like her too.
Yeah. No.
Tamina.
Tamina, yeah?
Tamina.
You'll have strong ass
She's old.
babies.
Yeah, she's old though to be carrying a child.
She's not that old.
She's like
in her
45.
Early
Isn't she?
40s.
Yeah, it's getting old to have a
So
child.
you're calling people that are in the early 40s
I'm
old?
45.
I know, that's what I was just gonna say.
Well, I'm not having.
45.
It's old to have a child.
You can have a couple still. You're a man. You always can have a kids.
I know you can, but when you start to get in your 40s, it's more dangerous.
According to
it.
Vic,
Live the dangerous life.
Mhm.
according to Vic Schiavone, he was 40 when he had his first child.
Not his first child.
My first child. I was see Faith was Faith was born, I was 43.
Yeah, see
Out
that.
there, see?
But he also already had a family.
Mhm.
Oh. Maybe you should get like
I don't want a
Trish
family.
Stratus.
What?
Hey.
Trish Stratus, isn't she like in her 50s?
Oh,
Oh.
don't you be saying that about Trish. Shame on you.
Gosh.
Well, she's
I'd be
got to be up
scared.
there. She's wrestled in the 90s, 25 years ago. She's probably, isn't she like 50? I would think she's got to be close to 50.
Yeah, all hopped up on the Boniva.
I'll be honest, I was never a fan of Trish Stratus. I know people are going to get mad here. But
Yes.
Yeah. Those bug eyes looking at you while you're trying to do it. And you're just like, oh.
trying to find. She's 45. She'll be 46 this year. She's older than me. She was born in 75. I was born in 76. I don't want that old bag.
She's like,
Now, Jack, you apologize to Trish Stratus right now.
She made me watch her damn yoga video. She was going to come on the show, sent me a stupid yoga video. I sat and watched this bullshit, and then she no-showed the interview. Fuck Trish Stratus.
I'm not saying nothing, song man.
I didn't say anything about her baby. I just said fuck Trish Stratus. Laquan Vanderpool Higgins, do you think Nick Heel Callaghan has a micro penis? What? I've never thought of Nick Heel's penis. I bet he's hung like a horse.
He's clearly lying.
In your head has a very big manly penis.
He's always
my
thinking about
opinion.
Nikhil's penis.
You guys are weird. Ask him yourself. I don't know. Maybe if you're into it, ask him.
Maybe Nikhil can, out of his 20 freaking questions, can ask us about it. Like, do you all ever think about my penis? Question number 47.
Has Lexar ever considered Lexaring a horse? What?
No.
People are weird. Al Oob, how will Incher feel if people start referring to doing the WV as doing the Biden now?
No way.
Doing the
The
bite?
Biden, because there's a rumor that Biden did the WV when he was visiting the Pope.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
What?
hear that.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that would get the heat off you, Incher. You wouldn't be known as the man who poops himself.
What does he do? Does he look at his Secret Service and just goes,
I know. I mean, I don't
just
know if it
crap
happened. I'm just
myself.
saying this is the rumor itself.
it's a rumor?
Yeah, he's an old man. Things happen.
There was a headline today that I read that a Boston Marathon that's running.
Oh, that's a common thing. That's common in marathons, actually.
Maybe he just had this.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's a common thing in marathons. People shit themselves. I'm not even being funny or anything. That's a common thing.
I mean,
Just
all
keep
that
running.
bouncing and stuff.
Yeah.
While you're running, it shakes it loose. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it is. And you pee yourself and stuff. I'm not advocating. I'm just saying it's a common thing.
So, at what point did Joe Biden's like he knows he's going to have to meet like the Pope, and he's like,
Well, I think it was
but they-
postponed for many hours or so. I don't know all the details here.
he couldn't help himself. He knew that
Yeah,
it was
well, he's like 90 or something.
Is this killer burrito shop down the road, and he just had to have one of those chili cheese
At the
burritos.
Vatican, I got to get the Vatican burrito.
He's like,
I'm more like a pizza place. I'll think near the Vatican. Maybe a
Takes out
calzone.
pizza. He's like, oh, give me another slice.
Yeah, or maybe good time pizza has a lot of olive oil, and the olive oil, things help things flow out.
It's very good to meet you.
Calzone, get some grease in there.
It's midnight, folks, and I gotta go.
Midnight,
too.
that's the Oasis.
Now
Good
we
night.
can really talk bad about Trish Stratus.
Well, okay, from this point on, I'll be watching the rest of the show and paying very close attention. So don't you diss my girl Trish. Good
All
night.
right, Steven.
They're gonna do so anyway. Good night.
Scout's honor, we won't say a word about Trish Stratus. Oh, he's gone now. Okay.
Lexar took off too.
Lexar took off. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to hear no Trish Stratus bashing.
Also, since Joe did the WV in front of the Pope, would it be considered a holy shit?
Sure.
Oh, that's
It's like a rim shot.
my goodness.
Question from Dobbs. Dobbs has been banned for 7 days off Facebook.
Yeah, he told me that in the chat earlier.
No way. Why?
Because he said like
Tommy.
Tommy or something.
Yeah, I
like
didn't
that.
understand why that was so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want.
I was banned for talking about Christian Cage, the wrestler. They said it was a hate crime versus Christianity.
I think Facebook is way too sensitive.
I agree, and they need real people to look at this stuff. They say that somebody.
It's like this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this. This is a generation of pussies.
I agree. That's why I'm here to man everybody up.
You can say anything, or everybody gets offended. I'm sick of it.
I agree.
Like even at work, oh Jerry, you can say that. You said that. I'm like, what? I'm just talking. Oh, you can talk like that. That's bad. What the fuck?
Yeah, as long as you're not being mean spirited, you know what I mean.
It's just the way I am.
I could see like if you're actually getting hateful, look at somebody, you dirty, blah blah blah, or something. Yeah, I mean that's not cool, but
I'm banned from life.
We gotta have a boomers revolt. We gotta make them accept our ways and go back in time to where we can.
Well, I mean, not necessarily go back in time, but like
boomers revolt.
Use common sense, I think. Use common sense.
Boomers revolt.
Use common sense. I'm not saying be a dick to anybody. I mean, I don't think you should be a dick to people, but
except our old dinosaur views here.
No, I mean, the thing is, people take jokes as like a literal statement, and I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Like if you say a joke that might have a reference to Hitler or something, that doesn't mean you're saying you love Adolf Hitler. You're making a joke, and when you make a joke, you say something so absurd that makes it a joke. Even like even a simple knock joke. If you say knock, who's there? Orange shoe. Now, if you pick that apart, like if you're actually talking about reality, an orange can't knock at your door. No shit, but it's a joke. That's the whole point of a joke. It's something so absurd that it makes it funny. So if you reference awful things in a joke, like rape or whatever, it doesn't mean you're advocating that. It means that you're using a reference that's so illogical or so absurd in this instance that it becomes a joke. Not that you're joking about that. Anyway, he wants to know. We can't ask this question. No, it was for intro.
Why?
All right. Why do brown people commit so much crime?
See, it was horrible.
That is,
now that one
racist.
We don't need to ask, right?
That is racist. That is considered racist.
And what mind did that come from? The person asking
a yellow man. I mean, yellow is in chicken. Chicken, because he's not calling into the show.
Oh, geez, you're not helping anything.
He's got the yellow streak down his back because he won't zoom in and ask himself.
You know we're so canceled.
Yes, the man I asked.
That was another one of those Awesome Kong moments we had right here on the show.
I'm a fan of Awesome Kong.
We won't bring that up.
Nikhil Callahan.
Oh no.
Oh God.
How many?
Well, it's so many I have to scroll to see them all.
Yeah, you gotta like hit the read more thing for his question.
Yeah, 20. It's only 22.
When you hit the read more, and then your mouse starts doing this. You know you're at Nikhil's question.
Thoughts on Jimmy Wang Yang and Petey Williams getting agent roles? Oh, I'm a big fan of Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yeah. I like Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yeah.
It was fun.
He was fun. Also, very nice guy. I hung out with him a little bit in Chicago one year. He's a very funny guy, nice guy. And I'm friends with him on Facebook. And Petey Williams, it's an odd choice to me that he's getting agent role, but good for him.
Is he working for Impact or what?
WWE?
He's working for WWE.
It's weird that guy that like they never hired to be a wrestler, but they're like, but we want to hire him to tell our other wrestlers how to wrestle is very strange.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, I agree though. I agree.
I did not know that.
Big surprise. Allison Danger, by the way, is now a coach with Sarah.
Okay.
She teamed with her a lot during the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Thoughts on John Skylar being the #1 contender for Jordan Grace's Impact Digital Media Championship? What?
Digital what?
I don't know who
What is
John
that?
Skylar is.
I don't know who Skylar. I don't understand this digital media championship. Is
I
this
don't know.
a belt that's defended like virtually?
In the internet?
Yeah.
Maybe like on the streaming
Is
show.
it defense on?
Do they have
only fans who have
matches,
to
or
pay
is
for
it
it or
do
something?
they play like a video game to win the match, like they're playing some Donkey Kong or something? I don't understand.
Oh.
I say fuck it. Thoughts on the first TNT AEW special potentially in January, set to be called the Battle of the Belts. Sounds good to me. It's like Clash of the Champions, Battle of the Belts. I like it.
Battle of the Belts.
Thoughts on the new surname for Veer? He is now called Veer Mahan.
Veer Mahan. I like it.
Do it up.
Somebody actually gets a last name in WWE.
I know. Usually they take away names. This guy, maybe it works out for you if they add a name. Maybe you'll become some. Are you upset that TNA or AEW hasn't reached out to Fandango? No. I like Fandango fine enough, but I mean, it's not like I need to see him again.
Gerald,
He's
you want to see him?
All right, but
Yeah, that's how I feel. He's fine. I think his age probably, I'm not saying he's an old man, but he's been around a long time. If he would have been in his prime, he'd probably be a good pickup. But this time, I mean, you've got all these big name people like Bray Wyatt and stuff that you can pick up. I mean, you're going to think we really need, and nothing against them, but it's like, do they really need to get Fandango? I don't think so. The WWE Network is celebrating The Rock's 25th anniversary this year. Your favorite moment or matches with The Rock? I always loved his match with Hogan.
I always liked the Stone Cold match he had, the last one at WrestleMania 19, I believe. I think
He was very
19 or
emotional.
18. Yeah.
He whispers something in his ear and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, The Rock, a lot of great memories, really. The whole Rock run's great. Are you excited about the tag team of Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo on SmackDown?
all right.
I guess they're all right together. I mean, they did a thing where they were like in costumes and they interrupted a match last week. So.
In WWE, all the black guys always either in teams or they fight each other, and all the Hispanic guys are either fighting each other in teams. I've noticed, like they never have like fight the white guys and stuff. It's weird. Any favorite memories of the Survivor Series 2001 pay-per-view? I don't remember what happened on that.
I don't know nothing.
Which one?
2001. Oh, it's when the invasion angle started.
Yeah.
I was 17, I think.
The ending of the invasion angle.
Oh, and hey, that's the one when your favorite women wrestler of all time became champion for the first time, Trish Stratus.
Really? That was that late she became champ? I thought she wasn't
Yeah.
champ in the 90s.
Yeah, remember that's when China left. Remember it was vacated for a couple of months, and when she left, she walked out, and then they brought up the belt back for her to win it at Survivor Series, and that's when Jazz debuted.
Wow, all that seems like would have been older in 2001.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any memories of it. Now that Ring of Honor is on hiatus and might not come back, any favorite memories or matches of Ring of Honor? And how did you discover? I discovered them online.
Briscoe
when they
Brothers.
started. What? Oh, the Briscoe brothers. Yeah. I have their first like 5 or 6 shows on VHS. I tried to follow them from the beginning, but then it was just hard to follow a show. You had to buy, VHS tapes at the time to follow. It was very fun to see him live. Great atmosphere. Similar to AEW now because everyone is really into the show.
Yeah, I've only been to one Ring of Honor show, I think. So. Only one.
FTR has issued an open challenge to any Lucha tag team tomorrow on Dynamite, but it can't be the Lucha Brothers. Who should it be? Conan and Juventud Guerrero.
Kingston and what is that guy's name? That was on WWE.
Viano 4 and 5.
Oh,
Ambrose.
Oh, okay.
I forget his name. Yeah. Kingston and Ambrose should
All right.
fight them. I think.
Well, it says Lucha team.
Yeah.
They want to fight a Lucha team, but it can't be the Lucha Bros. So a team from Mexico, probably.
Oh, Mexico.
The Villanos,
Um,
the Mexicools come out in their lawnmowers.
what is it? What is it? That they are father and son. Los Parks.
Oh, that would be cool, actually. I would like that. I'm a big fan of La Parka and LA Park. Yeah. That would be fun.
Los Parks.
Yeah. Then we could see the battle of the chairmans, La Parka and LA Park against Spears eventually. What was the name of the first club you ever went to? I'm not a big club fan.
IYH Cafe.
What is it?
IYH Cafe.
Oh.
I think it was called. I think the first one I went to was called the Drop Shop, but I don't really go to clubs.
Yeah, now I don't drink. I really don't have a reason.
I think I was 17.
Now I'm calling the cops.
Oh my!
And I was in Puerto Rico. So yeah.
Oh, I see. It's probably legal there. You probably go like you're 12 there.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Back in the day, you could, but now it's different. It has more age cap.
I'm not a big clubber. Do you think Eddie Kingston and John Mox? Do you think Eddie Kingston and John Moxley are turning heel? I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe definitely Moxley. I think Kingston works. Well, I think he can work either way, but there's something about Kingston I think the fans like to get behind because they know this is like kind of his last run and he's very relatable. So I think he works better as a baby face, but heels works for me too.
Why do you think it's his last run because of
his age? He's got some injuries. But
he's not that old though. He's in his 40s, but he's not that old.
Yeah, but I mean, he was going to retire before he got the shot in AEW. He thought this was the end of his career. He was going to retire. Then he had that match with AEW and he did well and they signed him. So,
he's
don't you
just
find
39? He's not even 40.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got some injuries. Yuki Vitale, he's a hard time with his knees in the ring. I'm a fan of his. I like to see him, but he's not in the best shape, which I think hurts your longevity. Don't you find it exciting CM Punk will be having good feuds and matches? Yes, I'm a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Darby versus MJF at Full Gear. Who's winning? I'm really looking forward to this. I think MJF wins, but I'm a big fan of both people though. But I'm going to say MJF wins. I think Darby's a guy that doesn't necessarily need to win his big feuds to continue to stay over with the crowd. And MJF's character, I think it's better for him to always sneak out a victory.
Yeah.
Were you a fan of the storyline of NWO trying to hire DDP and Sting? I'm a huge fan of the NWO the first several years. All of it was great to me. When AEW do their own Heart Cup, who should win it? That's a good question.
Heart Cup.
Yeah, they're doing their own Heart Cup.
Oh.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She'll win it.
Stealing my answer, Geraldine.
It's not my fault that we think the same thing at the same time.
There you go. I'm going right to thievery, but you're like, we just think the same thing.
I would hope they would book better.
What was that?
I would hope they would book someone better. If you remember, like WWE does, they go nowhere when they win something like this. I would hope AEW does this better.
Is there any hearts that they could bring in?
I know Bret Hart has to come in for this one.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think Bret Hart could win like the cup. But
no, I mean award.
Like Teddy Hart's too much trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he can come in.
Maybe Davy Boy Smith Jr. But I like the idea of
That's
Pillman
about the
Jr.
only one that I could think of.
Yeah.
I think Pillman Jr. has a lot of potential to be a big star for him, so I think he'd be good.
Mhm.
I really think Jungle Boy would be good too.
Is Teddy actually having more issues, by the way? Because it's not. I know
Yeah, he's always in and out of jail.
He's always
and
been
all
to
that
get
trouble.
multiple
It's
times
too
on
bad.
the
He's a talented guy, but
Addison in the chat room says CM Punk's ROH years were great, and Steen versus El Generico was good.
oh
Best
yeah,
friends.
oh yeah, for memories of Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
All right. Finn Balor and Chad Gable had a match on Raw, and Gable tweeted he wants a best of 7 series between the two. Would this interest you? Nope.
No.
Oh,
No.
Not in the least. Any memories of the best out of 5 series between John Cena and Booker T for the U.S. title in 2004?
No.
Nope. I don't even remember this happening.
I'm sure it happened. No.
Well, I didn't say he's lying. I just don't remember. Have you seen
He
the
could be
trailer
lying
for?
for all I know.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Disney Plus series with Boba Fett?
No.
my
Yeah,
son,
look- Yeah,
my son said it's awesome.
yeah, it looks really good. I'm into it.
I have not watched The Mandalorian. I'd have to see.
Really, Mandalorian's great. And I went
Yeah.
in like not liking a lot of the new Star Wars stuff, so and all this hype, but lived up to the hype. I thought it was great.
The hype.
Hype train.
I'm hip with the hype.
You need to be on Hit Row, Jack. Hit Row.
It's No Nut November. Are you going to not nut?
What?
Nikhil asked this? He doesn't ask questions like this. That ain't Nikhil.
That means you're not going to, do the old whoopa 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 during November.
Yeah, it's craziness.
I'm a
What?
God-fearing man, so I don't believe in masturbation.
Ay, Dios mío.
Or does it mean you can't eat like almonds and cashews?
Maybe that's what.
I drink nut. I was gonna say I drink nut milk, but after that sounds like weird. But
That
I mean,
didn't
like,
sound right. That didn't sound.
favorite memories and moments you've had this month. What? The month? It's like been this is the 3rd day of the month.
This
We
month.
started this on the
The
2nd
month
day.
just started.
What's my favorite
Well,
memory?
I had this kick-ass memory where I ate some Chinese food and then I opened up the fortune cookie and it said, "You will be hungry in an hour."
Oh, whoa. Yesterday I came home from Boston, and where did I ate somewhere? Where did I eat? And it was good. Oh, I ate at the Boston Kebab House. That's Mediterranean food. I had doner kebab.
Mhm.
That was pretty good. Doner kebab, falafel, shepherd salad, charred cauliflower, and sweet potato.
Anything else?
Yeah, I had we had some it's like a cilantro yogurt sauce and it was and hummus. It was very good.
That sounds good.
Was good.
Yeah.
Am I in your heart? Of course, all Headyverse members are in my heart.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, that's very sweet. Who's the most famous person from your town?
Me?
Boom, right here, exactly. I'm on Wikipedia. I am on Wikipedia as famous people from St. It's me,
Really?
the guy who makes cakes. What's his name? Like from the cake show.
He's from a cake show.
Yeah.
Wish.
Yeti.
No, he's some
Oh.
guy who makes cakes. Ends with a D. Now, some guy makes cakes, me and an actress
Dick,
from
the cake maker.
it's like Dip or Dunk or some guy. I don't know. Me, him, and actress from Return of the Living Dead Part 4. Those are the 3 people on Wikipedia from Sandwich. Some
I
really
think-
heavy duty celebrities.
I think Brad Dourif is from Huntington. So,
I like that guy.
yeah.
He was in 2 movies I saw during the marathon.
Yeah.
That was it for Nikhil.
Well done, Nikhil. You have exhausted me with your questions. That's what his goal is all the time?
Well, we still have more to go though from other people.
Uh-oh.
Al, thoughts on Vince Russo releasing his Vince McMahon emails? Wow, weird.
He did? I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff. To me, that's like
Sure.
rats. You don't tattletale. You don't say, I don't like that stuff.
Shouldn't release private conversations.
No, I don't like that kind of stuff.
Whatever.
Vince Russo shouldn't like it either. He's Italian. Seems very un-Italian to me. That's like something you'd be sleeping with the Fishers for. He's ratting out of here. He can't be trusted. You can't trust Vince Russo now. That seems very against his culture. Stephen Butler, do you think Ring of Honor will disappear from the wrestling landscape? Unfortunately, I do.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for Ring of Honor.
This is an
But
easy
they up-
question for me. The next one. What was that? Sorry, Songman?
Yeah, was that the update that was brought up a couple of days ago? I wasn't online for a while.
Yeah, the update was just, they fired everybody and they said they're coming back. So, I mean, who knows? But I don't
Yeah.
think it sounds good.
Yeah, I think it was said 22, was it? We'll find out. by
Yeah, which is only a couple months away.
Yeah.
Classic Universal horror films or Hammer. For me, this is a no-brainer. Universal Monsters far superior to Hammer horror.
Fuck yeah.
I would say just because they created a lot of the
Yeah,
monsters.
Frankenstein, Wolfman,
They-
Dracula.
I mean,
The
pretty much the
Hammers,
images.
like the reboots of those, basically.
Mhm.
And that's not that they're bad, but I'm a big Universal Monster fan. I got a new Universal Monster sweater I was wearing. It's very nice.
It was cute.
Thank you. I was gonna wear it tonight, but I forgot.
You went
Instead,
with
I'm
the
dressed like
Davy
a
Crockett.
hillbilly. Do I let you down?
Yes.
Dressing like the hillbilly here.
Yes.
So no hot tub while I'm wearing this.
Hot tub what?
No hot tub if I'm wearing this.
No, fuck no.
Ow, that's why Intra wouldn't get in hot tub with me, apparently. Do you think 5 years from now WWE will debut a wrestler named Brandon so the fans will chant "Let's go Brandon" and capitalizing on the sick burn on Joe Biden? The point is they're always very outdated with their references.
Mhm.
So
Has-
what?
Has Inter ever gone full Lars Sullivan on a Russian ASMR girl's Instagram? So here, I'll show you.
These questions kill me.
So Lars was on Instagram and he went like crazy liking this woman, all her pictures.
Oh, yeah.
This is always a
shit.
sign of like a real pro.
Oh, God.
I'm sure Geraldine has had this happen.
Yes.
Get a friend. I've actually had this happen. Probably not as much as Geraldine, but someone will add you or something, and then they'll just go through all these pictures and they'll
Yeah,
just
but
all these
like,
things pop
You're
up.
looking at that's like 10 years old.
Right.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. So have you ever done that, Inchard? You look at someone's Facebook or Instagram and you just go through scroll it and like.
No. Only on yours, Jack. Only on
There you
yours.
go.
That's right.
What are your favorite memories of Googling pictures of Jack? Nikhil just sent that in.
Nikhil did not send that in. You just made that up. I could see you thinking it.
Oh, would Enter live on one of these houses? So it's these homes in Ohio, and they're right near the train track. So speeding trains are going by the houses.
Never. There's like houses near the train tracks where I live. So.
I hope so. I mean, it seems pretty
Yeah.
normal thing. All right. Here's the sweater if anyone did not see it. Plus, I'm an egomaniac and I like to share pictures of myself. But See, look at this pretty sweet sweater.
Mhm,
That
mhm.
is a sweet sweater.
I have that tattoo.
Oh, really? Me?
Wow.
You have a tattoo of me wearing a sweater tattoo?
No, I have
Pretty
a
sweet.
tattoo of
What?
Frankenstein
Oh.
and Elsa and Castor.
Well, soon you've got to get a tattoo of me. That would be fitting.
There
Oh, that's
it is.
awesome.
Mhm.
If I'd ever got tattoos, that's
Mr.
sweet.
Bride.
It was going to be a tattoo of all the Universal monsters, like an arm sleeve. If I'd ever got,
You're gonna get a portrait of myself.
we'll have to get matching. If I get you, you have to get me one. It's only
Sure,
fair.
let's do it.
All right.
Maybe
Sounds
because
good.
it's so years, you'll have to make in your head, because it's the in your head queen known as Geraldine. That has to be the next Hall of Fame what's set up for Jackie Jones, as we
I
know.
like it.
Too.
I like it. Intro, that would be a good tattoo for you. An arm sleeve of all the Headyverse members. You got Vic up here and Tyler, Steven, Lexar, the song man, Geraldine, Juju B, Clinton,
Yeah.
Buck
Clinton.
Winchester,
Oh,
Jonathan Jackson.
that would just be like the greatest thing ever.
It's wax here on your neck like Cody Rhodes.
I did like that line that Andrade told.
Oh, I was
about-
gonna say
That
I
was
normally
pretty funny.
I normally don't think he's a good promo guy. I thought this was a good
I like
whole
that.
promo by him was good.
Mhm, mhm.
I thought this was his best talking on the show. He was funny,
Yeah,
and he had a
sure.
little bit of broken English, but it was enough to get his point across. And he
Mm-hmm.
called him a little beach, and I thought the whole thing was good. Patrick Cowell says hello, Geraldine.
Hey,
He would love to see David Benoit perform for the WWE. And wants to know how everyone's Halloween was on Sunday. I had mentioned earlier, I had a good time.
Yeah, it was a pretty good time. I worked the beginning of it, but I was off the evening, so didn't
Yeah.
really do anything, but just hung around the house.
12-hour horror movie marathon it actually started 11 Saturday night, ended almost 1 in the afternoon on Sunday. And then we went to a diner, then we slept, then we went to see Antlers
Yeah,
and had some pizza. It's a good time.
I worked, slept, worked.
Ooh,
I feel bad saying I had a good time. Poor Geraldine was slaving over
Yeah, Tim Hortons.
didn't
I'd
bring
like
me
to
any
kick
coffee.
that Timmy Horton right in the balls. Like, how dare you make her work on Halloween?
There you go. Kick his ass for her, Incher.
Tim
does
Horton,
Geraldine
what kind
have
of
to be-
man are you?
Why did Geraldine have to be calling in sick because of work? Because she got a headache from looking at a TV screen. So now she has to call in sick because of Halloween, because she's the queen, because she's gonna make sure she's got her horror scene.
There you go.
For
Oh, yeah.
Halloween.
All right. Anything else, my friends, my pals, my compadres, the Headyverse? The
No,
hardcore members who stayed up here all night.
no.
Patrick passed out candy on Sunday as a vampire. Very cool. We had no trick or treaters here. I wasn't home, but I haven't had trick or treaters here in like 15 years. No one comes around. But Elena, who lives also in Sandwich, she used to work at the school with my brother. She's retired now. But anyway, she lives downtown and she had over 400 trick or treaters. No one comes around here.
Shit, 400.
Yeah, that actually sounds fun to me.
I live
Official
right
count.
down in the village here, and nobody comes to my house.
Yeah, no one comes here.
I actually got
count.
7.
Losers. I see kids get off the school bus, but I never see them after that. They all run to the house and play their video games. They don't do.
But around here, I'm the weird one, so everybody's kind of like scared of me and shit. So I know that they won't come to my house.
Yeah,
We
I'm a
had
very normal guy.
127.
Really?
127.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Jeez.
I had 0.
Yeah, that's
0.
I hurt my
That is weird.
nose on Halloween.
No.
So how'd you really do it?
How it's embarrassing. So we were at the movies. I had my mask on, and I leaned down to get something in my backpack, and I hit my nose on the chair in front of me.
Ouch.
I
Ouch.
just
Uh,
Well, you couldn't see because of the mask.
Yeah, really hurt. I participated in the costume contest.
did you win?
No,
Lame.
I thought it looked good. They just laughed me off stage, and I cried.
I look good on mine.
Well, you look good anyway, Jeremy. Just
You
ask
see my
Pat
picture,
Patara.
right?
Yeah, I commented on it. No, it did look cool. What were you, like a shaman?
Like a witch.
I liked it. Here, I got here was during the costume contest. He's up on stage. Here's this guy hosts it. There's even more people, but here I am over here in the right.
Oh, that's so
very
cool.
good.
Oh, excellent.
A good time.
I would have won that shit.
Yeah, I will say they based it off the crowd applause. And so like this one woman who all she just had on like a skin tight pink bodysuit and said she was somebody from some movie. And I was like, I don't even remember this character. Basically they're cheering for her because she was a hot girl in a pink bodysuit. And then, but the winner was a woman who said she was for Jennifer's Body. And again, it was just like this hot girl. Like just standing there, and I'm like, whatever.
I would have won.
Mobs of people
Yeah,
like
cool.
hot girls.
What? Huh?
This is insanity. But,
yeah, but you should have to have a nice costume, not just be hot. Don't you agree, Geraldine? You can't just be hot. You have to.
Yeah,
like,
you can't
do
just be
something.
hot. You need to like. I am not hot, so I have to like do the costume like extra. So I look hot, you know.
Exactly. You gotta use some imagination.
Patrick
I'm a
Howe
little
says he
bit
would.
left.
Patrick Howe says he would trick or treat at your house, Geraldine.
Whoa!
He doesn't think you're weird at all. He said.
This was Annabelle's costume.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of something that I was watching on Hulu. No, wait. Reminds you of that movie Hansel and Gretel?
Oh yeah.
The
I
last
like
one
that
that the
movie.
witch
Yeah.
would look
Yeah,
just
Gretel
like
and
that.
Hansel. That one's called. Yeah.
May know you're talking about.
Yeah, I like that movie.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, he says, I don't think Geraldine is weird. I would trick or treat at her house, and I would bob for her apples.
Oh,
Oh no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Bob, you
Really?
said that.
I'm putting words in his mouth. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here, Incher. Don't forget it's No Nut November. Nikhil does not want anyone doing the naughty. So you remember that, Vic? And does that mean like even like with people? Like I don't know.
Who knows? That's a dumb thing, anyhow.
Yeah, aren't you not supposed to shave in November too?
Yeah, I'm gonna shave this. I'm just being lazy.
All right. Well, Geraldine's loving everybody. It's been always fun here
See
doing the
you
show.
laters.
I was gonna try. Luke Cox is gonna be on this week, but because of my trouble with the internet and stuff, we didn't work it out. Probably be. Plus, today is also his son's birthday, so happy birthday to Luke Cox's son.
Happy birthday.
He'll probably be on next week.
Oh, that's
Luke Cox. He was in the XPW episode of Dark Side of the Ring. He was also on the Canyon one, and he's in the Heel show, and he's in the Venom movie. So a lot of cool stuff. We'll catch up with him. He was on the show probably 10 years ago, so it'll be very fun to catch up with him.
oh, cool.
All right.
I love everybody.
Love everyone as well.
Later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
We'll see you next week. I'm going to find